Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jay. A very late Jay. I know. I apologize for my tardiness today. Much please accept my apologies, but I hope you're all keeping well. You are very welcome to come for the titty, stay for the personality. Titty, and they are still quite sore from the other day. Not only was it the chest day the other day, but then there was the many minutes of bouncing. Definitely, I can still feel it. I don't. My chest is not used to that much bouncing anymore, guys, and it's yeah, it definitely has the pains. It has the pains. There's a chest workout for yourself. I could definitely use someone to like really like go in and destroy my chest a little bit. And I'm sure there's a couple of people now who are like volunteering happily at this moment, being like, choose me, Jay. Well, what I would say to you is go do a massage course, unless you already have some very good techniques, some good strong hands. because they're always very much appreciated. When you know what you're doing, people will be definitely a lot more receptive to getting a massage from you. And getting a massage from, being able to massage people is another very good way to, it's a great skill to be able to employ to get people to explore them, I suppose. And then also leading on, if you go into relationships and stuff, it's a great tool at your disposal to help your partner and whatnot. So like it is a multifaceted use. Not only can you make money from it, of course, by being a masseur or being a physiotherapist or whatever the case may be, how you branch off into the massaging route, but it can definitely enhance relationships, and it can definitely enhance other encounters as well. So there you go, massages, guys. If you have a nice pair of hands, use the pair of hands. It may not be a bad idea to invest one day in getting a little bit of extra experience, whether through an actual course itself or maybe self-taught. Maybe there's YouTube videos. There most likely is YouTube videos out there to just teach you how to massage without actually needing to do a course. But of course, it's probably always best to, go through something official so you know all the ins and outs, particularly if it's something that you really want to drive into the details. So there we go. I vote for a compromise. Take out the massage gun and make a stream about that. You know what? I have my massage gun, and to be fair, I should be using it. And before I go back into your comments, Chaos, Big Muscle Flexing, welcome for the first person in the chat today, followed by Benjamin, second on the podium right there, and third we have Gamoon. Hello, Gamoon. How are you? 1, 2, and 3, and Dub, welcome to the stream too. Benjamin, I just said you. Biceps, that's who I was meant to say. Biceps there as well. Getting into biceps. Flexes. Lose the shirt and we accept your apology then. This is literally a case of Rachel in Friends when she's, being pulled up. Well, we call it pulled up. I don't know the expression you may use in the USA, but when she's pulled up by a police officer, and she's like, "I'm sorry, officer," and that's literally a case of me needing to do it. And you need to wind down the window and be like, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean it," and then Ross tries to do it, and yeah, it's like, you have a child. I know. Also, it's -1 here today and -5 with the wind chill. Yeah, not ideal. I had the heating on, just a little bit of heating, because electricity bills here are quite pricey. Well, actually no, it's not even electricity, it's the gas bills. Both are pricey, but the heating here is on gas. I keep thinking of my apartment that used to be done with electricity. So yeah, but yes, voting for a compromise. You know what, we could get, see, the thing is I don't know how loud. Let me have a look. Let me show you this. I have it right next to my bed. I have it next to my bed for a reason. Guys, I really can't wait to get to go to the physio actually, and get a report. I'm going to go next week to the physio, and hopefully he'll give me the go ahead to start a little bit of a bulk. Like, the winter is coming, as you just said there, Dub. And because the winter is coming, it would be nice to be able to do a nice lean bulk, just like I was meant to be doing many months ago now. Think of it, guys. Jake could be an extra, well, several kg heavier right now if it wasn't for the frickin' arm injury that's still holding me back to this day. But there definitely has been a strength increase, which is fantastic, right? But I'm going to go to the physio next week and see if there's any last little kind of push they can do. I don't know. I'm thinking something like dry needling. I don't know, has anyone here done dry needling before? But in case you haven't, well, in case you haven't done any dry needling before, it's pretty much, it's kind of like acupuncture. So if you're familiar with acupuncture, hey Dark Scorpio, um, it's they pretty much stick dry needles into you. So kind of along the same lines of acupuncture, but they start like moving them, and I'm not quite sure the exact science behind it. I'd have to look it up. But basically, it's that when they start moving them and they insert them in certain positions, it basically encourages the blood in the area to move, and it kind of pushes out some of, let's say, the old blood. I'm kind of thinking now, Bloodborne at the second is like, praise the old blood, or whatever that saying is. But yeah, I'm have Bloodborne in my head once again. Dear God, release a remake of Bloodborne for fuck's sake. But yes, so you could definitely you could definitely go down that route, and I think I'll suggest that, because cupping, I don't think cupping will do. Now when people are cupping, all they're going to be like, cupping, eh? They'll be like, cupping, eh? Hey, evil dark lady. Okay, when you be right back, I'm going to tell you something, okay? When you come back, I'm going to tell you. I know you're working. But cupping, pretty much when we say cupping, it's when they get this, it's like this kind of plastic kind of bowl like object, and they stick it onto your skin, and then they tighten up the cups. It's okay. It's like a cup, but it's smaller, and they put it onto various points. Usually, you'll see it on people's backs, sometimes on their legs and stuff. It's just, you wouldn't really see it much on the arms, particularly because you'd have to probably have really small ones, and I don't know if they'd have those. But you could also do cupping, and cupping's kind of the same kind of principle as dry needling, I suppose. That it's there to kind of soak up the blood and kind of redistribute it around the area, and kind of encourage blood to move and get out the old blood, get out the toxins, all that kind of stuff. So it's kind of along the same lines of dry needling. So I definitely would suggest, I will suggest, if I could maybe do that and see if they recommend that. They haven't done that yet. We've been just making sure that we get through the strength areas to get the arm back up. But maybe dry needling next week might be the way forward. But I'll definitely suggest it. Or maybe a really, really good massage. But I don't think massages are going to do... Well, it's not that massages aren't going to do much, but at this stage, I need something deeper, I suppose, and but I'll see. Maybe I'll go in next week and they'll be like, guess what we're going to do today, and it'll be like cupping or dry needling. I'll be like, I literally was just thinking that. So maybe it's on their plan after all. Lord only knows. Eberon, big muscle flexing, welcome, big muscle. Well, thank you so much for the 7-month subscription. Much appreciated. Absolutely indeed, and enjoy all of the fantastic benefits, of course, of a lovely subscription over on Twitch, such as upgradable unicorn badges next to your name, which increase in size and color, and all that shiny over the months that you're subscribed. Access to all of the about 40 or so different emotes, included animated emotes within that too. You have discounts only for you too, including the brand new Cottz merch store, which is 10% off permanently for Twitch subscribers, or it's 10% off for everyone over the Black Friday week, which we have deals on at the moment of the Black Friday. There's also 25% off the coaching website there, and also the J for Pay if you haven't checked that out before. 450 exclusive videos there too. But Eberon, thank you so much for the subscription. Of course, the ad-free content as well. No more interruptions while you're watching me over the course of your subscription too. So thank you so much. Evil Dark, so I'm gonna, oh yeah, so Evil Dark Lady, before I'm going to show you what this is, before I show you what this lovely device is, it looks like a gun. It is, but it's not the gun that you shoot people with. You give people pleasure with this gun. You give yourself pleasure, or you can give other people pleasure. It's a great device, and I don't use it as much as I should, and I really, really, really goddamn should really do it. But yeah, so today, to explain myself, okay, you know what? Before I show you this, I'm going to give you a proper apology as well. So not only did I say apologies for being late, and also that I'm going to have to dip out a little bit towards the end of the stream, just before my regular streaming time, because I have the dentist tomorrow. That will be all explained. It's like, Jay, you're meant to go to the dentist today. I'm like, that's where the story evolves. It kind of revolves around people. So I have to dip out a little bit earlier today because I have dentist in the morning and we have to get this stuff done. So, and also I know there's Thanksgiving for you guys tomorrow, because I was considering streaming tomorrow, and I goes, that would be a big no-no, because a lot of my audience, of course, is American, and it's Thanksgiving, and la la la. Maybe it's a good day to stream. It probably isn't, though. So I decided that I won't stream tomorrow, even though I thought, okay, I'm just going to come on late. It's better than not appearing, and I didn't want to leave you guys down. But to explain what happened today, and because Gimone said if I was really, really sorry, that I would take off my t-shirt to explain this. So Gimone, now, okay, we have apology on. We have apology mode now. Okay, so so guys, I am late joining you today because unfortunately I had a little bit of an oopsie today. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit of a story. It's not a long story, but you're going to be like, oh, Jay. But it's, you know, it is what it is. So I was meant to go to the dentist today because of my gum infection that I had last week. Okay. And I went to the gym first, as planned, finished my workout on time, as planned. If anything, I probably done the workout a bit faster than I should, but all on time to go to the dentist. So I left the gym, and I walked down to my car. Okay? I walked down to my car after I left the gym. And usually what I do is that I keep my car key, my fob, in my bag. I like 99.9% of the time I keep it in my bag, so that I take off my bag, open up the zip, there's my key, bing bing, into the car, off we go, happy days. Jay opens up the pocket of the bag where the car key is. Jay did not see the car key in the pocket of the car, of the bag where the car key should be. Jay then goes, that's weird. Okay, maybe I put it into another pocket. So I checked the other pockets. No car key. All right. Yes, I know. What's going to happen here? Jay then decides to empty out the entirety of his bag onto the bonnet of his car. Still couldn't see any car key. Double checked by, like, you know, shaking all of the different clothes and other items, just double checking, make sure it didn't get caught, you know, in something. No car key. Decided to empty out the bag further, doing more shaking on top of the bonnet. Nothing further came out of the car. Scrumpled up the bag to feel if it just somehow got dislodged in, you know, maybe there was a hole and it got dislodged in, like, the side somewhere, you know what I'm saying? No car key. Jay circles around the car to see if maybe the car key fell on the floor. Didn't see any car key. Jay went down on his hands and knees, looked underneath said car. Guess what I'm going to say next. Didn't see any car key. Jay then decides to go back to the gym, up and speak to to some of the workers behind the reception and be like, guys, did anyone hand in a car key? Because I seem to have misplaced it. No one handed in a car key. Went into the locker room just to double check. There's this big kind of This kind of chair. I'm just going to call it a chair, but you can easily just lift it up and see, things get lost underneath that chair all the time. So I was like, okay, maybe when I was, putting my stuff away, car key got dislodged, fell underneath the chair. Possibility. You always find stuff underneath there. No car key underneath the chair. Looked, double checked the locker that I was using. No car key in the locker that I was using. Went onto the gym floor, circled around the area that I was. No car key to be found. Went back to the gym, asked the reception that just in case someone finds it, to give me a phone call. Give them my number. Blah blah blah. They said no problem. They will. Great. Left gym, went down to the car park, circled around the area again just to double check if said car key just happened to be there. Didn't see any car key. Went to the car park customer service to see did someone possibly see the car key and maybe hand it in. There was no car key at the customer service reception. Went up to the local big supermarket, or as you may say, mall. It's a big complex. Went up to the local supermarket on the advice of customer service at the car park because lots of people tend to give them lost and found stuff. So I did. Went up to the customer service of the supermarket. Did you happen to have a car key passed into you? There was no car key that passed into them. Jay had to then had to find his way to get into his car, which of course without a car key is not exactly ideal, because even if I did smash in the window to said car, I would not have been able to start said car. Jay found himself going home on public transport. Public transport. I know. Oh, God. Oh, I feel so ashamed. Oh, woe is me, public transport. Jay found himself going on our tram back to my home. Luckily, not too far away from where I was, but still very inconvenienced. And I had to pay extra money. I had to pay to go on the frickin' on the customer service. I had to pay to go on the public transport. All right, of course. I could have probably dodged it and just was like, just if I see the thing is there's not always attendance there to see if you have a ticket or not. So it's kind of like a hit and miss. I was like, look, I'm just going to pay it, so I just don't even have to think about it. So got back to my house. Luckily, I do have a spare car key. And funnily enough, last night I got my car back from the mechanic because I had an issue with the rear light. The wiring was messed up or something, was like fried or something, so they had to redo that so it was actually working properly instead of if you've ever driven before, if you've ever seen it, if you ever press on the indicator, or if you brake, particularly on the indicator, if your light is going, like if it's almost gone, it kind of it blinks much faster. It's like that, except that well, at least for the indicator it will do that, but for the brake light there's just no light, and obviously that can be quite dangerous. So last night I went to the mechanic, got the wiring done, and when I got back into the car, when I was using one of my fobs, it told me that the battery was low in that fob. So what I decided to do was I went home and I got both of my fobs, went to one of the local electrical stores, got a replacement battery for both of them, because I goes, look, if it's low in one, it's only a matter of time until it's going to be low in the other one. You never know. So I was like, I'm just going to buy two, get it out of the way. So I brought both of the fobs with me. And why I'm telling you this part is because before I got out of the car last night, I had both of the key fobs in the car with me. And I was going to keep one of the fobs in the car just in case. But something told me, almost reached out to me to tell me, take your fob and put it in your room. Okay? Something told me. I couldn't explain it because I actually left it in the car before that. So, because the thing is that if I had left that spare fob in the car, I would have had the spare key in the car, which I could not get into. So I would have had to find a way to get into the car or smash the window to get into the car to then get the spare key. So anyway, got home, got the spare key, got back to the public transport, back to the gym. Not back to the gym, back to my car in the car park next to the gym, and finally got to get home. Now, on the way, I had to ring up the dentist to let them know that I misplaced my car key and I'm going to be late for the appointment. If they have any later appointments, I'll happily take it, but they didn't, so I have it tomorrow instead. And pretty much that's why I lost my dentist appointment today. And yeah, and that's why I'm late. And like literally everything is delayed. Everything was delayed because of me having to use public transport to get back home, get back to my car with the spare key, unlock the car. And you're probably all wondering, okay, what's going to happen about your other key? Because depending on the type of car that you have and the type of key as well, replacing a car key, a lost car key or a stolen car key or whatever, just replacing one can cost quite a lot of money. They're not cheap. Like even a very basic ordinary key can be quite expensive for a car, but a fob in particular, you know, on I suppose more electrical cars, not older ones, would be quite difficult to make, so they always put on, you know, an extra price, a premium on top of that. So it could be a couple of €100 basically to replace it, and it's a BMW as well. So it's a BMW car, and why I state BMW is because they're known for their parts to be quite pricey. So I would have had to pay for another fob, and that would have been hundreds. Now, luckily, before I started my stream, I got a phone call from the gym. And the cleaner, one of the people that worked there said that the cleaner passed in a key. He asked me to describe the key because I kind of gave him a brief description. It was the same guy that I told earlier, and he was like, "Yeah, that's definitely it." So the cleaner found my car key, my lost car key, which once again somehow misplaced earlier, but found it in the locker room. So it fell out of my bag in the locker room, and although I looked in the vicinity of the area, it probably fell out and flew, like slid somewhere way out of my vision. Like it could have went under the stalls or something like that. Lord only knows. At least I didn't go into the showers because, yeah, that key would be a little bit wet by now, and maybe not working anymore. But yeah, so I'd imagine it must have just kind of flown out. Do you know, like, if you ever drop something, like some items just you think it just dropped next to you, but depending on the type of item, sometimes they just have a way of just flying across the room, and you just go like, how the hell did it get over there? It's like if you ever, like, do you know if you ever had like medication or something like that, like a pill or even a supplement or something, and let's say you dropped your supplement or your pill on the ground, like you'd be surprised how far they can actually go at times, you know, depending on the surface, obviously. Like if it's like a tiled surface or something, it could bounce and do, you know. On a carpet, I suppose it would be pretty firm, so you'd be fine. But you know what I'm saying? Like and with these car keys, they probably fell out of that thing, and just due to how they're shaped, they probably just slid. They're very easy to move, so they kind of just probably slid across the floor way out of my reach. So yeah, so that was the story. AirPods, yeah, AirPods, oh, don't get me started with AirPods. AirPods are the freaking worst. Like, they're so useful. Like, AirPods are so useful because they're so small, but that's the freaking problem. They're so small. So like if you ever like lost, I remember I lost one of my AirPods in my car before, like it fell off, and it got stuck underneath the chair or whatever. But even if you use the app to try and locate one of the AirPods and it's ringing out to you, you're like, where the fuck is it? Like you hear it, you're like, where the fuck is it? Yeah. Like it doesn't make it easier sometimes, and depending on the type of model that you have of your AirPods or another device, if it's ringing, or maybe it doesn't even have that function, maybe it's only the case that has the function. Like what happened to me there actually about 2 months ago is when I had another issue with my car, when I had a fault with the start with the ignition. You know how cars can shut down when they're driving, when they're like waiting at the traffic light just to kind of save fuel, and you have that kind of stop start system. Yeah, that conked out on me there like 2 months ago, so I got trapped on the freaking road, and then I tried to like start it again, but it just wasn't responding. But I remember having my AirPods in, and whatever way I moved, one of them fell out onto the road. Fun times. Guess where this is going to go? So then a car over one of my AirPods. I had to go. Luckily, I had a spare set of AirPods, an older version. But the older version of the AirPods don't have the beeping noise for the individual earpieces. It only has it for the case. I know newer models would have now, but yeah, AirPods are a pain in the ass if you drop them or something like that. It just drops and you're like, where the hell did it go? It's gone to the moon or something like that. Up to the moon, to the moon. So yeah, there's the story on why I'm so delayed today. So apologies for that, but yeah, it's one of those things that happen. Misplaced car keys, and kind of upsets the rest of your day. However, the good thing is that what I actually did appreciate a lot about what this experience made me realize about the car keys is that the reaction that I had, the behavior that I had when I lost the car keys. If my former self, the past version of Jay, only, maybe at the start of the year, that kind of way. Like, we're not talking like years ago. We're talking like, not even a year ago. Like, at the start of this year, when I started to do a lot of work on myself, because this year was, as I kept calling it, a year of growth. So I wanted to grow the fuck up, basically, this year in many respects. Not that I wasn't already grown up or whatever, but like I wanted to enhance and work on myself further, which I think we should all do. We'll keep learning for the rest of our lives, but this year in particular, it was a big one for me, and I was looking back, and I goes, did Jay from like not even a year ago, if this happened to him, he would be freaking the fuck out at losing his car keys. He'd be like, oh my god, you'd go into a state of panic, you'll start freaking out. Oh my god, my car keys. It's like when you lose your phone, even if it's just for a moment, that kind of that like your heart goes into your throat kind of moment when you can't find your phone. Even if it's only 5 seconds that you can't find it, you misplaced it, it's not in your pocket like normal, you left it over on the bed or something, and you're like, oh, that's my bad. Jay from a couple of, not even a year ago, would have literally been like, oh, freaking out at the fact that I lost my car keys, and nothing would have got done for a couple of minutes at least, because I would have been there like in my own little cycle, and probably at the same time I probably would have been like calling myself names like, oh my god, you're so stupid, how could you do that, bringing myself down further when shit happens, right? But when I lost my car keys today, and thank God they're now found, but when I lost my car keys today, I jumped into immediate action, and I done what I could to solve the situation, and then what was in my control, at least, I jumped to that immediately, and then just kind of wished for the best after that. So what did I do? I went around, I looked in the areas that, that I would have had the car key. I went and asked various different points of customer service in different areas. Did anyone hand in a car key? I decided to go home, remembered that I had a spare car key, went home on the public transport service, home and back with this spare key to get into the car and get and move on with my day without it affecting me, and that's literally it. Once I put my mind into that action mode, there you go. I got shit done. So I was so although it was a really frustrating experience, like if you lose something, it is a frustrating experience and you feel a bit stupid for it. But I'm also very grateful, and I'm also looking at it in a really positive light, that it just went to show how much I fucking growed up over the last just couple of months alone, just by literally shifting into action straight away without much anything else. Didn't even think a second of it, and that's extremely important. And I'm sure, guys, please feel free to tell me in the comments. I'm going to read some of your comments there now, but please tell me if you've lost anything or misplaced it, even if you found it again, but you at least temporarily lost something, and tell me what your reaction was like. Like AirPods was one of the examples there, for example, right? It's like, you lost your AirPods. Did you sit there and like freak out and be like, for like 10 minutes? Or even longer? Did it eat up the rest of your day? Or did you okay, I'm going to get into action. I'm going to start finding where the hell it is. I'm going to do everything in my power, whatever's in my control, to actually get it done. Like you can look, like, even if you don't want to write it here on the chat, which is cool, you can even just mentally do it as a mental exercise for yourself, and you can be like, okay, the last time I lost something, how did I react to that? How did I respond to that? And then you can bring it back to a former version of yourself. Could be a couple of years ago, could be a couple of months ago, and then you can be like, okay, how would I have reacted then? And you can see that, like, and it's a really, really cool experience that happened. As I said, fucking pain in the ass that I missed my appointment, had to pay extra money on the parking and also on the public transport. And then not only that, the most important currency of them all, time. I lost a lot of time today, which as a result made me late for other things throughout the day. But I had a bit of a really cool experience, a little bit of that's actually cool, because I lost the car keys, and then as a result also saw how much I grew up over the last couple of months. So it's it was really good. It was really good. Making the best of a bad situation. But so that deserves a titty bounce. I think that deserves my own personal congratulations, Jay. Ow, my titties are still sore. Midnight Man Manhattan asking for a bicep flex. You get the bicep flex. You get a super bicep. You get the get the bicep. Get the biceps. Get the bicep flex. Get the bicep flex. And Evil Dark Lady, you're making me do a pec flex, my dear. Dear God, my pecs are falling off me as it is, dear. I'm in so much pain right now. It's like someone sticking needles into me in the fiery pits of hell. It's all your fault, Evil Dark Lady. I hope you're happy for torturing me. How dare you? Get, what's her name? Oh, Jesus Christ. That environmental activist, Greta Thunberg, right? How dare you? Just literally just imagine me being up on a podium right now to Evil Dark Lady and be like, how dare you? My poor boobies. Keepers, you went through it. What's the crack now? Hope you're well. Hey Neo, by the way, welcome to the stream. If I could poke Jay's chest, my life would be complete. One day you will poke my chest. Trust me, it's actually really nice to poke my chest. Like, I poke my chest all the time, but it's not the same because, it's me. But I do love seeing the satisfaction of other people who get to touch my chest. It's actually funny. It's amazing, because to me it's so like it is a novel experience, particularly to me. It's just like it's just a chest, But I obviously, it's not every day that people get to put their hands on the twins of all. Like, there's some amazing chests out there in the world, and we can all agree there's bigger chests than mine. Pro bodybuilders, huge fucking tanks, giants of men. But there's just something about my twins, right, that just makes them worth fighting for. Uh, and I can certainly drink to that. Sacrificing the titties for a noble cause. Exactly, Mikey. I kid. I jest. But as I always say, guys, there's three certainties to life: death, taxes, and Jay has a nice pair of titties. Absolutely. Is this an Irish muscle daddy, or am I mistaken? Immortal Ninja. Is this an Irish muscle daddy? You may not be mistaken after all, Mister. You may not be mistaken after all. Happens to me all the time with my wallet. That's a good one. That's a good one, Ego. And by the way, hey, Ego. That's a good one to mention. Like, how many times have you lost your wallet, or maybe not even the whole wallet? How many times did you lose something in your wallet? It could be a card, like an ID card, or it could be actually money. You lost a couple of dollars, or maybe a hell of a lot of dollars, or a couple of coins, or a key. Maybe you put your key into your wallet and now your key's gone, or your whole wallet's gone. Shit happens. Like, we lose shit all the time. Just in the vast majority of circumstances, I'd like to hope that we do find it again, because it's when you tell someone you lost something, their first immediate reaction is, "Are you sure you lost it?" Right? They'll ask you just to double check. Did you lose it? Are you sure you really, really, really did lose it? And it's like, how do you know that you lost it type thing? It's these type of questions. And then they'll be like, oh, did you retrace your steps? Did you go back and do, they'll guide you through it. It's like everybody knows the pain in the ass it is, and that kind of heart stuck in your throat when you lose something. Everyone fucking knows it, and that's why literally you'll tell someone and they'll go into a tutorial mode. They'll do a breakdown step by step of what you should do, and have you, just to double check, have you done all of these particular steps to make sure that your whatever it is you lost is really gone forever. I'm telling you, man, lose something and tell one of your friends, and they'll go into literally tutorial mode on how you find it again. Everyone can relate to losing something. The vast majority of times, I would hope you find it, and it's just a temporary just little hiccup. Now, obviously, depending on your mental state, you might be quite prone to losing things on a regular basis, but whether you're all together or not, losing things is a pain in the ass. And look, obviously there's ways to help mitigate losing things, whether there's little beeps or things that you could to help, like GPS, to find them. What I should probably do is, just in case I ever lose my car keys again, is probably put on like a little GPS tracker onto it, like a little tagging device. I think that would be a fantastic idea, so it will never happen again. That would be good. I might look into that. But in all fairness, it's the first time I ever lost my car keys. I think, if memory serves me, I think it's the only time I've lost my car keys. I'm just going to say, yeah, I'm going to be cautious and just say yes. I may be lying to you, but I don't think so. Thankfully, we found, well, I know where they are. I just have to go and collect them tomorrow. At least there's that. So yeah. I had a blue JBL AirPods once. I was eating blueberries one night. I thought one of them rolled to the table. Guess who was digesting an AirPod? No! To be fair, it was still working after the incident. You digested your AirPod and you somehow had it working. It went straight through you. Like, did you literally crap it out and then was like, ah, there it is in the toilet? Wow. Holy shit. Holy shit. So you literally ate one of your AirPods because you thought it was a blueberry while you were eating blueberries. Like, you just like scoffed it back. You didn't even bite. You literally inhaled. You inhaled the AirPod. Wow. That's this is interesting. Amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. That's amazing. It's wow. My face always gets hot first when that happens. I lost my parents' car keys once. I parked at the university, walked to the campus, and it fell out on the way. Oh no. And then, please tell me you found them afterwards. And imagine you have to, like, you already, okay. If you ever, okay, this is another thing I didn't mention. It didn't even come into my head until Keck now wrote it. When you lose, okay, it's already bad enough when you lose something of your own, right? But if you lose something you were given, like borrowed, or maybe a present, a gift, or whatever, don't you feel even extra guilty? Like, if someone, let's say someone gave you some sort of item anyway. I don't know. Let's just say like a jumper or something like that. They gave you a coat or a jumper one time, or a hat, and then you lost it. Don't you just feel even extra guilty after that? You already feel like shit because you lost it, but then you even feel more shit because it's not just your thing, it's their thing. So imagine having to go back to your parents and be like, Mom, Dad, I lost the car keys. Oh my god. Literally, your dad will have the belt ready. The belt buckle will be ready for you at that stage. Depending on the type of father you have, he'll beat some sense into you. Yeah, fucking did what? I ran back as soon as I realized. Found it laying on the grass. Oh god. Okay. See. I would have had. Yeah. Okay. I could have finished off reading because it was separated, so I didn't read the whole story because it was separated out. So okay. Crisis averted, but at least we got a bit of a story extra out of that one, and another talking point as well. Yeah, I was so lucky no one picked it up and drove away with the car since it was like 10-15 minutes. Okay, yeah, well, yeah. Like, I guess it's lucky that it dropped in the grass because people are less likely to see it, which is a good and a bad thing at the same time. Good because less likely to be seen, but bad, it's less likely to be seen. So someone to maybe help you out and be like, oh, I found it. But see, the thing is, not everyone is charitable, right? Not everyone is going to give you something back. Now, luckily, in my experience, people have been really, really good to me. That if I ever lost something, and I couldn't find it myself, someone hands it in. They give it to a customer service. They give it to a lost and found. Like 9 times out of 10, anytime I've misplaced something, which isn't that often, but I've always got it back. Even stuff like phones, that doesn't happen everywhere in the world, and it really depends on the type of human being that you are, right? But if I ever found something lost, I would give it back. That's just how I am. But imagine having a phone, and well, it depends on the phone. Like Apples are kind of worthless. To have if you found it off someone else. You could sell it for parts or whatever, but like with the security, someone can easily just deactivate it and it's kind of useless. But you can sell it for parts, so it is still worthwhile if someone really needs that extra money, I suppose. But yeah, I've even lost my phone before, and I got it given back. In a so crazy stuff like that can happen. So don't lose complete faith in humanity. Sometimes there are some, not sometimes, there are many, many, many nice people out there, really, really good people. It's just that we hear, you don't hear about all the goodness all the time in the world. Why am I doing a wax on, wax off? But I don't know, this is just how my hands are moving right now, and this is how all your hands are probably moving right now looking at my chest. Admit it. It's true, it's true. I'm just feeling like there's like a little knot. I can feel a little knot in my beard, and I'm not sure which direction it's going in, and I just need to, like, I have my comb right next to me because I just felt it before, and I just felt it there again when yeah, there it is. I got it. I got it now. Yes, there we go. See, this is what I need as well. I need my own personal assistant just to, like, just brush me and pamper me and get me ready. Like if I was an actor, I would be totally like, oh man, do you know when you have to get ready and all that for the photo for the, I was going to say photo shoot, but for the shoot, I'd be there. Yeah, just do all my makeup and do all my costumes and whatever. I'd be like, I'll be all here for it. Yes, a good grooming. I could use it. I could use a good grooming assistant. Why not? I would be your assistant for free. Damn frickin' right, because I don't have the money to pay for assistants. I'll pay you in kind and in other ways, I'm sure. I just don't have the spare money right now. I'm poor. What was I on about again? Jesus, I went off on a tangent there. Oh yeah, so there are nice people. There are nice people in the world. There's plenty of nice people. A hell of a lot more nice people than not. It's just the thing is we always hear about the fucking assholes. Then again, perception, who you think is an asshole may actually be a nice person, but you disagree with them because of some view or that type of thing, or something they did. So that's neither here nor there. That's a completely different subject. But yes, getting back to it, you were absolutely lucky that someone found that didn't find the keys, that they didn't pick them up and run away with them. But to be honest, when it comes to car keys, I guess people steal car keys, but what's the point? Because cars are one of those things. It's really hard to steal a car, and get away with it, because A, license plate, and B, there's freaking cameras everywhere. Easy for a police to be like, where was it? Boom, go onto CCTV, there's the license plate, and then they can flag it on their systems if they ever see it. Like, it's not so. And then you have insurance. Like, surely you have, like, everyone has to have insurance, like, or at least you should anyway. It's mandatory here to have insurance. But then you have insurance, so even if you did get it stolen, and yes, it's a pain in the ass, but the insurance would pay out and you'd have all your money back. So, or depending on your agreement. Yeah, I just don't think stealing car keys is top of many people's priorities. It just doesn't make much. It's not like stealing a bike. At least with stealing a bike, it's harder to kind of get a bike back. But stealing a car, people would be probably less incentivized to steal a car in comparison, particularly since it's so easy to get caught. Whereas a bike, it's a lot harder to find a bike, in all fairness. So yeah, I now if it was something more like money, maybe like if you lost money, people might be a lot less willing to give back money, because it's just so, it's like, oh, I didn't see any money. It's like, but yeah, I think, because I suppose people see the value more in objects than money. I don't know. Maybe it depends on how much money it is, and maybe it depends on how much you need that money as well. I don't know. There's so many different variables there. Step away from the situation and reflect before reacting. There we go, evil dark lady. I give you a warm oil massage. You know what? After the day I've been through, yes, why not? And to be honest, like yeah, it was a bit of a pain in the ass losing the car keys, but I got them back. Like, I will have them back tomorrow. But lots of time lost today that didn't need to be. Emotional intelligence, indeed. Once I misplaced my phone, says Immortal Ninja. It was in a silent mode. That I all like. Everyone has their phone in silent mode, pretty much. So it's not like, did you ring it? So it doesn't really help. I frantically looked. That's actually one of the things where you could attach one of those GPS things just in case that ever happens. By the way, like I said, maybe I'll do that with one of my car keys just in case. So at least you can kind of, you know, GPS it, even if you have to run home and like put it on a laptop or something and find it. I frantically looked around the home, moving damn sofas and shit. I know, like, you will turn heaven and hell to frickin' find your phone. Absolutely. Because I was waiting for an important phone call, found it in the laundry basket 5 hours later. Turns out it was in my jeans pocket. I've done that multiple times. In all fairness, I've done that multiple times. Left my AirPods or keys in my, mostly AirPods to be fair, in a pants pocket that I was wearing, and I changed and I just never took them out. That has happened multiple times. So I definitely can sympathize with that and empathize with that too. But yeah, nothing worse than misplacing shit like that. Chaos, it must be nice to be able to give yourself congratulatory titty bounces whenever you want. I just never do it, you know? Maybe I should do it more. I just never do it for myself. I do it for you, but I don't do it for myself. I'm just going to put on Miley Cyrus Flowers now and just be like, I'm gonna buy myself flowers. Give myself some more love, man. Give myself some more love. Celebrate the small wins myself. It's, I mentioned it. I mentioned it. Okay, I'm just going to do a little. It's not really a promotion, but I'm just going to point out my J for Pay for people who don't know what J for Pay is. But I made a new video on J for Pay yesterday, just reminding people of a perk, and then I decided to actually put the perk more blatantly obvious on my bio on the J for Pay. Information. Check out J for Pay if you haven't before. Over 450 exclusive videos with 25% off for Black Friday. Yay! But I made a video there yesterday, and I was saying to people on the video that sometimes we don't know what people are going through, and you know, we don't realize the battles that other people are going through, and we should also celebrate our own personal wins. If you have no one else around you to celebrate that personal win, you can celebrate it yourself. You can give yourself a high five. One of my favorite mentors, Mel Robbins, I've mentioned her multiple times in the past. Like, one of her things is that when she wakes up in the morning, one of the first things that she does is she looks herself in the mirror. At least this is what she says anyway, and I will believe her on it. One of the first things that she does when she wakes up in the morning is give herself a high five in the mirror to be like, you got this, you know? And I think that's powerful. It's like reinforcing shit yourself. You don't need someone else to say it. It's just, you can do it yourself. You can give yourself your own congratulations. You can give yourself your own self-love. However, it is nice when other people do it as well and recognize these things. But I was saying it on the J for Pay, that there's a perk on J for Pay that people don't seem to realize it's there. Every so often I get a message asking, you know, if I could do this for someone, and I'm like, of course I can, no problem. But basically what it is, if you remember on J for Pay, I made a video because I was inspired about it, is if you are like, it's sprung up because every so often I get people saying it's their birthday, and if I could send them a message on their birthday just to say happy birthday, and maybe give them like a titty bounce at the same time, like a little happy birthday, boom boom. Like, I do this all the time for free on streams. Like, people log into the stream and they're like, Jay, it's my birthday, and I sing them. And guys, how many times have you heard me singing happy birthday to people who've come into the stream and been like, especially regular viewers that I know, it's not their birthday every day. Like some people be like, oh my God, it's my birthday, like just right now. It's like, ooh. So I know they're actually being genuine. Not that people who are new into the community aren't being genuine, but you know what I'm saying. But like I told people, now, if it's your birthday or if it's a milestone, something that you want to celebrate, tell me, if you want to, of course, tell me about it. Send me a message on my J for Pay, and I'm more than happy to celebrate that win with you, whatever, if it's small or if it's huge. And I got a couple of people reaching out right after I sent that video. It was one person's birthday, funnily enough, and the other person, obviously I'm not going mentioning names, maybe they're watching right now and they're also a member of my J for Pay exclusive videos. But they said to me it was their they started their first job as a doctor. They're just very recently, and they don't have any family, and could I just acknowledge that, could I just make a message just to be like, congratulations, and I was like, yeah. So it's those things, like, and funnily enough, I was watching TikTok there at the rare time I ever watched TikTok, but this was a couple of months ago. I was watching TikTok. Well, to be fair, it was sent to me, so I didn't go and browse on TikTok. I never use TikTok, but someone sent me the video of a TikTok clip, and oh my God, I wish I could find it right now because it's hilarious, but it's also absolutely awful at the same time, but you just can't, it's impossible not to react to it, but it is fucking hilarious. But there was this girl, and she was like, hey guys, I just, one of those face to face on TikTok, very personal. She was like, hey guys, I just graduated, like, I think it was like 2 months ago. It's like, I just graduated 2 months ago, but my parents are dead. So she was like, I was just wondering if you could pretend to be my parents, or to be my mother, or whatever. If you could just pretend to be my parents while I tell you this news. Like how she was saying it came off like very sweet and being like, oh, you go girl. Like, yeah, oh, it's like, it's a pity you lost your parents, but you graduated and, you're doing, you're progressing through life so well, fucking done you. This is where it gets funny. So brace yourselves, because this is fucking hilarious to me. So a guy, how people can respond to videos, like, they'll do a reaction video, right? You see it on YouTube all the time, but it's definitely on TikTok. You know the one I'm on about? Yeah. It's fucking amazing. It's awful, but it's freaking hilarious. Anyway, so she sent, she made that original message, being like, hey guys, can you, pretend just for a moment to be my parents, because they passed away and I just graduated, blah, blah, blah. So, which is awful, great, all the stuff I said. So a guy makes a response. While he's watching that. So what he does is he lies down on the ground and pretends he's dead while she starts talking. Because her parents are dead, and when she said, can you pretend you're my parents? It's so awful. But it's so fucking hilarious at the same time. Yeah. Oh my God. And I just could, when you see the, yeah, right? It's dark. But when you see those videos and you just can't, do anything but laugh. Like, laughter, gets through a lot of shit. But man, holy shit. Let me do a redemption. Josh Tonner looking for a pec flex. I will do that pec flex, my good man. Yeah, double check question is kind of annoying, but it actually sometimes helps out. I also bought a special tracker to put on my wallet and in my car if it ever got stolen. There you go. See, Ego, you're next level. You're thinking, hey, and hey, Canry, welcome to the stream. Boom, boom. Chew your food, man. I wouldn't put that in my ear after. I do be inhaling food, says Immortal. So if people are just tuning in, we're just going through. Please regale us if you'd like to. Anytime, some instance in the past where you lost something, or misplaced something, even if you only lost it for a couple of minutes or a couple of hours. We're talking about times when we lost stuff, because today I lost my car keys. Thankfully, they were found, and I had to go home to get my spare car keys, get back to the car park, so it was just a bit of a mission, and get the car and blah blah blah. But I'll collect the other car keys tomorrow. But it's just, we're just talking about times where different people in the community, different members of the community, lost something, and some of them are freaking hilarious. But I was saying to people, it's like when you lose something, people just go into like tutorial mode and like go through the checklist. Did you do this? Did you do that? Did you do that? It's just instinctive, because we all know what it's like when we lose something. Everyone's like, oh my god, really? No, because we've all been there. Big things, small things, we all lose them. Like, I'm telling you, sometimes if my tits weren't like, well, strapped, I suppose, into my chest, I'd probably lose them. You never know. Please, I never want to lose you. Please don't disappear on me. I know I've gotten smaller over the years and stuff, like as I changed my size from like 98 kilos down to 82 kilos and up and down and up and down. But like, they've never lost, they just changed size just a little bit. But please don't leave me. I like having you. You're all I have. I don't have a personality. I just got titties, guys. I just got titties. But titties and none. So yeah. 53 DLC, Big Muscle Flexing, welcome to you. Thanks very much for pressing the follow button a couple of minutes ago there. Immortal Ninja also asking for a teddy bear hug. Look, this is one of our, we changed the bears. So I have multiple bears. If there's people who are new to the stream, you're very welcome, by the way. Hang out with me for a little while if you wish. I'm a very wholesome streamer. I just happened to have my tits out for a moment, or maybe the last half an hour, but look, that can happen. Not every stream, but it happens. And I like flexing for people when they ask for it by spending your channel points. So you're very welcome. Press the follow button, and then you'll get extra channel points, and you'll be one step closer to getting a complimentary flex. And you'll also get a flex when you press follow. But we do have a lot of lovely bears, and this is one of our lovely love bears that he gets all the big hugs, getting all the big hugs. So this hug, what I'd like to believe, Immortal Ninja is asking me to hug the teddy bear, because this is for everybody who's lost something at some point in their life, and that even if it was for a couple of minutes, and just that frustration and all the other emotions that go through your head, that little bit of chaos that goes through your head during that time, this big hug is for you. Alba Vordness, once drunk 3 pennies when I was younger. you drunk? Did you just like put 3 pennies into like a cup and just knock it back, Alba Vordness? Maybe that's why you're so odd, Alba Vordness. It's because those 3 pennies are lodged somewhere up here now. They're up here, and literally the synapses aren't really they're not really communicating with each other now. They're blocked. The transistors from the pennies, they're like blocking the synapse connection. I'd say that's what must be happening. I just use a lot of big words there. I'm a big man. I eat a few blueberries at the same time. It was pure luck I didn't bite into it. Immortal Ninja. He is a big Immortal Ninja. Immortal Ninja is so big, he literally eats AirPods for breakfast. And he doesn't even feel the crunch. That's how big he is. He's a big man. Did you hear that now, Mara? Our John is a big man now. Yeah, I was off the side on the grass and was not on the asphalt, Fat. The worst thing was it was because she went down the road we're not meant to. I gave a shit. I don't want bills. What bills? I feel attacked. Why do you feel attacked, Ben? Is it because you lost your parents' car keys before too? Oh, your sister. Your sister just got her license and she flipped my dad's old truck. Oh god. Okay, so at least it wasn't you. You know when you're not to blame, so you can kind of remove yourself from the situation a little bit. So your sister got your dad's truck. She just got her license and then she ended up flipping it. Damn. And particularly because she went down a road that they were specifically told to do not go down that road. But it's the same story. If you have a big giant red frickin' button behind you and someone says, don't you goddamn dare push that red button, guess what's going to be very tempted for you to do? The push the frickin' red button. It's like me shoving my tits in your face and being like, don't touch my titties. And you're like, maybe you're like that now and I didn't even say it. Yeah, basically. Yeah. Ben, what can you send that link again? I missed that link that oh no, I got it. I found it. Never mind. Got it. Oh, there's another link actually I wanted to show you in a second too. Mrs. Slowcomb's hilarious pussycat moments. This better be good, Ben, when we check that out in a moment. I'm just catching up with the chats because I'm a little behind. Pay me in other ways. You can pay me in titty bounces. Pay me in titty bounces. Hey, Glam. Hola. ¿Cómo estás? Car stealing, it's not that hard actually. If the thief has a good middleman, the car is off his hands in a few hours and has his money in the pocket. Fair enough. Guess I didn't think of it that way. Let's just not do that, please. Let's not resort to stealing cars. But to me, to be fair, I'll just get all my money back and I'd be like, I'm just going to buy a different car. It'll be absolutely a pain in the ass for a couple of days or what. But then again, it's not like the insurance doesn't like instantly just give you a cash out. It will be a while. Like, this is the thing. I said this before. When a company wants money, they will be fucking all over you to get that money, right? If you owe them just even a couple of dollars, a couple of euro, whatever, they'll be all over you. Like a fucking fly on shit. Just to get that couple of dollars. However, if they owe you money, it mysteriously is going to take 30 to 60 days, maybe even longer than that. Oh, wow. But when I have to pay you money, I need it fucking immediately, don't I? Yeah, bastards. Bastards, I tell you. Bastards. That's how it goes. That's how it goes, guys. That's the world we live in. But we love these companies at the same time. They bring us stuff, and companies are good. You know, they give us stuff. They have stuff. They have stuff and we use the stuff. You know, it's what makes the world go round. Insurance is the biggest scam industry. Oh my god, I know. Like, seriously, like, I'm paying money for something that may never happen. But then again, if it does happen, then yay. But I don't want it to happen because, you know, pain in the ass. Whatever, well, you know. I'm starting to look at my reflection more whenever in any bathroom, which I used to find difficult in the past, so that's my high five. Good job, Glam. Don't stop looking at yourself. Premature birthday gift for you, 18th of December. Well, there we go. Well, I will be streaming around that time. Let me look at my calendar. 18th. Actually, yeah, the 18th of December is on a Wednesday, so I'll be streaming. So I'll be streaming on your birthday, so make sure you ask for a birthday song on that day. I never downloaded Musically, TikTok, etc. and probably never will. You're better off, trust me. Do not get TikTok. Like, you know, TikTok is one of those things. It's fucking trash. However, outside of the trash, you could use TikTok for good stuff. Okay, you could use it for a hobby or to get information, like to be educated, just like YouTube. Like, you could go onto YouTube and you could look at cat videos all day if you want to, right? Or you can use YouTube and you can educate yourself, or else you can, find interesting things that you want to hear more about, right? Same with TikTok. It's just pretty much the same. It's how you use the technology. But TikTok is still fucking trash, and it steals all your data. So, but hey, what company doesn't? So yeah. And look, it could be banned. It could be banned for all of the Americans in just a couple of months. So there's that too. And look, Donald Trump is going to be president very soon, okay, in the next couple of weeks. Sorry to remind people of that. I know you're already familiar with it, but correct me if I'm wrong. It was him who proposed the original TikTok ban back during the pandemic, right? And so, although Congress has passed it, and they said that TikTok has to sell the company to a US company, by whatever date it is, sometime next year. I think it's like March or something like that. But now you actually have the president who wanted it gone in the first place. But look, he can change his mind like that too. So I'm just saying, TikTok may or may not be around for hundreds of millions of people in the next couple of months. So, placing all your bets on TikTok right now, and using it frequently may or may not. Once again, I cannot predict the frickin' future. It's like looking at the stock market and being like, past results do not indicate future results, which I keep getting reminded of every frickin' day that I'm looking at my stocks. So there's that. So yes, what happens in the past doesn't necessarily indicate what's going to happen in the future. However, trends can definitely help put us on, give us a good, clear-eyed view for the future. Jay, I saw this one about scary movies, about the hello, and she was the hero. Huh? What, Evil Dark Lady? I have no idea what you're on about, my dear. Can you please specify it? I know you're probably gone back to work at the same time when I'm reading that. I lost my virginity once. Should I tell you that story? Yeah, sure, why not? Tell me your story of your virginity. When I lost my virginity. You know what? Sometimes I just want to give it all back. I just want to take it all back and be like, I want it back, But then again, did you ever truly lose it? I don't know. Maybe it's just asleep inside you. It just needs to be awakened or something. If I very quickly looked at your message like that, I would have thought you wrote, I lost my vagina. And I'd be like, well, that's a pity. It would be very much a pity to lose your vagina. It's like you look down and your vajayjay is just gone. It's like, oh, I thought it was there, but look, it just went up and at it. But that would be a pity. Actually, did pick up a cup and drink the three. You picked up the cup and you drank 3 pennies. How did you do that, above ordinance? I don't know. Like, did you literally put in the pennies and then just did it for the sake of it, or what? By the way, guys, if you do like cups, speaking of cups, by the way, if you are looking for some new mugs or for some, since it was literally just mentioned there on the chat as well, on the Stream Elements bot, if you are looking for cups and other merch at the moment, we just opened up a Cottz merch store. So if you're looking for tank tops, t-shirts, stickers, mugs, or cushions, pillows, etc., we have lots of that stuff at the moment. 10% off for the Black Friday deals if you want something like this. However, this was a sample. This is moved over to the side now. Check them out. We have lots of our lovely unicorns that you keep seeing down there rotating. Lots of them are on these t-shirts and everything now. So get one of our lovely unicorns, the physical edition, and you help support me further too. But 10% off for Black Friday. If you're a Twitch member as well, you get 10% off permanently, or else you could become a site member and you can increase that further. But for everybody across the board, 10% off for the next couple of days. Just might as well point that out. A little bit of promote. Just slide it in there. Why not? Guys, I need money too, okay? Just saying. I have some titties to feed, okay? If I can't feed my titties, then there's no more titties. And who's going to be disappointed? Everybody's going to be disappointed. So, just saying. How dare you for not feeding my titties? That is just disgraceful. That's disgraceful behavior. I will not have it. I will not have it in my community now. Sorlan! See, here's someone who wants to help feed the titties. Big muscle flexing, thank you so much. 2 years subscription. Mwah! Chef's kiss. Thank you for supporting me for the last 2 years. Financially, of course, but thank you so much for that, Sorlan. And as always, you know this, you know this by now, but you get ad-free content while being subscribed over on Twitch. You get access to all of our lovely unicorn emotes, included the animated unicorn family emotes, and then you get your ever-increasing badge change as well over there, including 10% discount on the merch store and other discounts too, and increased channel points, and also my flexing appreciation. See why I did that? Thank you so much. Imagine losing one of the 8 wonders of the world. I know, Chaos. The world would be gone freaking gaga. It just be bad, man. It just be bad. Feels bad, man. Can I get some feels bad, man? Can I get some feels bad, man, in the chats right now? Can we use the feels bad, man emote? That'd be great. I have to get some more emotes in the future too. You know what? We have to figure out what new emotes we're going to get the next batch. Some different emotions that we don't have on the unicorns just yet. You know, guys, be unique, be you, be the unicorn after all. But yeah, if we can get some free feel bad mans in the chats, that'll be amazing right now, because feels bad, man. But guys, even if you don't worry if you cannot support me financially, as in physically giving me money or putting your card into the computer, the card details. You being here right now is supporting me. So thank you so much either way. But if you are able to, of course, I never feel pressure that you have to. You know what I'm saying. There we go. Hey, we got some feels bad, man. There's some feels bad, man. Unicorns for you right there. Sir, you have never heard of Mrs. Slocum? I don't think I've ever heard of it, but we will be checking that clip out in just a second. I'm back. Did I miss the pec flex? Josh, yes, you missed the pec flex. Are you back now? Are you back now, Josh? Because I will happily do a little preview for you again, because it's unfair if you missed the chest flex. Gumball predicted it. So weird it didn't let me sub with my Prime account. I don't know, Evil. I don't know. Double check that it's connected. Josh is back. See, you'll see me catching some of the chats here, but then I'm also scrolling backwards to make sure that I didn't miss some of your other chats. If you lose it, where does it go? Can you find it again? Maybe. I don't know. It's somewhere. It's a question that scientists will have to answer, Dub. Hungry. The redemptions show up. It's just sometimes it takes me a little bit of time to get to the redemption. But I'm usually decently on time. Thanks, King. I thought I was missing a secondary stream. Absolutely not.
Slaughter.
Okay. Oh, there we go. Not that one. That was stocks.
Morning, Mrs. Slocum.
There we go. So this is a clip that Ben wanted me. I don't know what this is. Slocum, I think that's how you pronounce her. Slocum. Yeah, Slocum. Pussycat moments. Interesting. Okay, we got some pussycats here. Wow. Let's see what this is about.
1 minute late.
Can you hear
You're
this alright?
lucky to have me at all, Captain Peacock. I had to
Captain
throw my
Peacock.
pussy out before I came.
I think I need I need some
Well, if I'm
subtitles
not
for
home
this.
on the stroke of 6, my pussy goes mad.
I never have any trouble in getting up in the morning. My pussy's just like an alarm clock.
Right.
Every morning at 6:15, it drops its clockwork mouse on my pillow and it won't give over.
Sorry, my
Not
tits are
until I've
covering some
wound
of
it up and
the.
had a game under the bed.
Wonder I'm here at all,
Sometimes.
you know.
My pussy got soaking wet. I had to dry it out in front of the fire before I...
Well, if I'm to spend an evening in this club, there'll have to be accommodation for my pussy.
It must have been awful for you.
Oh, it
I've
was.
never seen this.
Well, Mrs. Axelby could see the state I was in, so she went straight up to the sergeant at the desk and she said, "Have any of your constables reported having seen this lady's pussy?"
Well, I can't stay too late. The man next door is popping in every half hour to keep an eye on my pussy. Well, now we've got that sorted out, can we...
You never get tired of this show. Vervain, by the way, big muscle flexing. Welcome for your first time in the chats. Better get to sleep. It's 2:30 here. I need to leave home for work at 7. Sleep well, Immortal Ninja. Thanks for dropping in for the last hour or so. Much appreciated.
We get on. I've got to get home. If my pussy isn't attended to by 8 o'clock, I shall be stroking it for the rest of the evening. And I've only got to go upstairs to my flat, put the kettle on, and have a nice...
My laugh probably ruined that. Let me put that back again. That was sorry, guys.
Keep an eye on my pussy. Well, now we've got that sorted out, can we get on? I've got to get home. If my pussy isn't attended to by 8 o'clock, I shall be stroking it for the rest of the evening.
Girl, I'll be stroking mine too if it wasn't
Upstairs
attended
to my
to.
flat, put the kettle on, and have a nice cup of tea in front of the fire with my pussy. Mr.
Oh,
Humphries,
I
leave
love
my-
sitting in front of the fire having in front of the fire having a nice cup of tea with my pussy. I love doing that too, girl. Same. Such a mood right there, right? Such a mood.
pussy alone.
I've had to say that to a few people too.
Well, I just do simple cooking to my own taste. But you'll never see a dirty plate in my kitchen. And if there are any leftovers, my pussy gobbles them up in a fly. Hello, is that Mr. Akbar?
Teeth.
Mrs. Slocum here, your next-door neighbour. I wonder, would you do me a favour? Would you go to my front door, bend down, and look through the letterbox? And if you can see my pussy, would you drop a sardine on the mantel? On the mantelpiece in my parlour, I've got a whole row of silver cups.
Girl, your hair.
Oh, therefore my pussy. Oh, I'm so sorry we're late, but we lost our transport.
What did you have, a snowplow?
I had 6 Yorkshire Terriers at the end of the when they left the backyard door.
After we cleared a path with a shovel.
I shouted, mush, mush, and nothing happened.
But then they spotted my pussy and took off like nothing. Am I to take it that you refuse me permission to give my pussy facilities for her confinement?
I'm afraid there's no possibility.
Possibility. Girl, funny. Good job, Ben. That was good. That was good. There was now I know Dub put this on, but everybody knows I do love a little bit of Carbat every so often. But if you haven't seen this one, so if you haven't seen, by the way, the last episode of Arcane, not that you need to, by the way, but if you haven't seen Arcane itself, then what are you doing with your life? Please, after this stream, go and start watching Arcane. But this is literally the aftermath of Arcane, not a spoilers version, just so you know. But it's like Arcane made me do it. You'll see.
Oh, that was cool. I'll be cool.
That'd be cool. This is so true, by the way.
Because why would you pick that character? They aren't even viable. We don't even synergize. It's like, oh, bottom tier. Whatever, GG, this is over. Don't let me catch you with mid lane news. Wow, bro doesn't even know how to last hit. Uninstall. Do I need to carry you too? Like, just stop. Oh my god, bro, why would you get that item? Min-max fail, waste of money. It doesn't even work for your build, which sucks, by the way. What are you even here, bro?
Dude, just play the game.
Nah, bro, just stop chasing. Dude's throwing. Ported, go play Dota. Wow, bro. GG, told you. What are you even doing? You're not even him, bro. Oh my gosh, you can't even defend.
Yeah, this is gamer community right there now for you. Right? This is exactly my League of Legends experience. I think this is like pretty much everyone's first League of Legends experience. Like, I've only played a tiny little bit of League of Legends in my life, but that was literally one of my first experiences too. Yeah, and I couldn't even dream of playing it nowadays because I just don't want to go into toxicity, man. It's like, the thing is that like Riot Games will get a lot of new blood into League of Legends thanks to watching Arcane, of course. And people's I think people think it's Arcane looks like League of Legends, you know what I'm saying, that they're gonna have this experience, but then when you actually see what the game looks like, you're like, oh. That's one of my very good friends. I used to watch lots of the League of Legends, those short animations that they put out on YouTube. Epic, by the way. I love watching these little shorts that League of Legends do, that Riot does for League of Legends. I don't play League of Legends. I have zero idea about the lore of League of Legends, but I loved Arcane and I love those little clips that they do, like really fucking epic. And I remember I downloaded League of Legends so he could see what it actually looks like, because he actually thought, like, he never saw gameplay of League of Legends. Just to make that clear, he thought it would be something along the lines of what he saw in all these animations. I know, guys, so naive. So when I showed him what it actually was, disappointment would be underselling the emotion that he felt. Maybe crushed would be closer to what he felt, but yeah, I couldn't imagine starting League of Legends nowadays. Like all the new blood, as I mentioned, that probably are joining it after Arcane, because you'll have all these newbies joining and they're gonna obviously need to learn, and people just don't got any time for that shit. And the toxicity is probably just rife. But to be fair, toxicity in games like League of Legends, not just League of Legends, to be clear, it's all over the frickin' internet, is nuts. Like every so often I play like World of Warcraft, and you'll have it like in every dungeon and all that too. Sometimes you, like, if you find people who are just like nice to each other, that's like, wow, like it's a really good experience then. But literally everyone's like, lol, moop, off you go. Just how it is. You make one mistake, oh dear God, you're never going to hear the end of it. You'll literally be called every freaking name under the sun. No wonder people don't like playing games for other people sometimes. But look, this is the internet for you guys. This is how it is. This is how it is. Friends tried to get me into LOL and I hated it. Arcane's the GOAT. Arcane is GOAT, 100% agreed. Can I send a LOL link? What do you mean a LOL link? As in a link about LOL? Or what? Or is it like, I don't know, some promotion thing? I'm not too sure. Let me know. Are you sending me a referral code so I can join? I can click on your referral code and then you get like a free hero or something? I don't know. These lols. But say like the animations that Riot put out, not just the animations. Have you ever heard some of the music that comes from Riot's, that comes from League of Legends thanks to Riot? Like, they are so fucking amazing. Like, huge productions, like from even from very well-known bands as well. But like some of the music that comes out from League of Legends is freaking phenomenal, man. And like, obviously, if you were watching Arcane, you would have heard just a selection of it there. But I in my playlist, I without a doubt have a couple of as I would say, League of Legends songs in my playlist, because they're so freaking epic. So lots of good things come from LOL. I just don't play LOL, and I have no intention of playing LOL. However, if I did play LOL, and LOL is frequently like top 3 most played games on Twitch, and continuously, continuously is as well. If I did play games like LOL, the viewership would be up through the frickin' roof. And just like if I was playing games like Dead by Daylight or Fortnite and stuff, my viewership would be up through the roof. Just I just can't really get into those games. So if you're new here, I play a huge variety of games. I'm a fucking huge gamer. Actually, I actually finished off Return to Monkey Island last night, since I had spare time before I went to bed, because it's a very short game, and I was like, oh, this is cute. The ending was like, yeah, I did not expect this ending, but yeah. Nice little experience, then just uninstalled it straight off the console straight away, because I'm like, I'm never going playing this again. It's like, not that it was bad or anything, but it's like, I literally just have zero want to play this game ever again. So it's like, it's not like it takes up a lot of space on your you know, on my PlayStation anyway. But if you never played Return to Monkey Island, cute little game. You can get it for free if you have the PlayStation subscription, by the way. So definitely recommend to check it out if you just want some light fun, let's just say. Very simple gameplay, but just it's lighthearted. Just it's funny. Then I started playing. Oh God, what's the name of that game? Is it Dying Light? Dying Light 2? Let me it's Dying Light 2. It's a zombie game. Yeah. That's the one. So I this game here, Dying Light 2. So then I turned on that. So I went from this like little light heart thing into playing like, kind of reminds me of Last of Us a little bit. It's the aftermath of a virus. Everyone's zombies, dystopian. I only played it for like a half an hour, so I only got a little bit into it. I'm playing through the prologue, so but kind of like Last of Us vibes, just a whole dystopian aftermath of some outbreak, everyone's turned into zombies or whatever type thing, and there's factions or whatever trying to survive. So along the same line, so I was like, okay, this could be interesting. I'm not a big zombie fan, like I love Resident Evil, for example, but like outside of that, I'm just, zombies are very overdone nowadays. They're just overdone. But, it's been a while since I suppose I played a proper zombie-like game. I'm trying to remember the last one. Well, I'm not going to say Resident Evil 4 because, to be fair, they're not zombies in Resident Evil 4. It's Las Plagas, so but it's along the same lines as zombie. It's mutant thing, But yeah, Zephyr, big muscle flexing. Welcome to you, Zephyr. Zephyr, do you like Zephyr? Thank you very much for pressing the follow button. Did you play Robin Morinwood adventure? I've you know what? I'm going to copy and paste that into. It's a gay RPG. It's a gay RPG. I don't know. Should I be clicking on the images? Actually, give me 1 second. I'm just going to put this on my other screen just in case. Yeah, it's okay. You never know, guys. The gays be thirsty. Gays are thirsty. I just had to double check that there was. Oh Jesus, they're actually. Actually, I think it was behind me. I actually didn't see it on the first one because it was hidden. You saw nothing. And it's cartoon, but still, I actually thought there wasn't any. Yep. Did you see something that you shouldn't have? Yeah. No. So moving swiftly on, don't do that to me. See, I scrolled down, and I didn't see one of the photos. I just, on a very quick pass, I was like, okay, yeah, that's fine to show. And then there was one photo I missed in my very quick pass, and that's definitely 100% not. Yes, even if it's a cartoon, you're not meant to have these images. But just to click, y'all being bad boys. Just to give an idea of what can I get this on the full screen, so it's just like even putting this on the full screen, I'm afraid of what could come up on my screen next. But this is, oh wait, you have to be 18 to view this content. Yes, I think I am anyway. Sometimes, maybe. Yeah. So okay, this is fine. So this is Robin Morningwood adventure. The Whale Comes Secret. As you can, oh my god, I just noticed the thing in the background. So yeah, as you can see, very, very, very naughty, very grindy looking, I suppose. Though Robin Morningwood selling for $40, breaking the bank. Look, pink money, guys. I thought about this. Oh, hey Jay, how are you? I talked about this the other day when I was kind of talking about Pride Month and companies taking advantage with the pink dollars and la 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 la. Evil Dark Lady, big muscle flexing. Thank you so much for the 48 months. Oh my god. 48 months, Evil Dark Lady. You're paying the way forward, buying like 2 months at a time. Here's you. Thank you so much for that. Much appreciated, my dear. Been a blessing ever since Evil Dark Lady has joined this community. Been a pure blessing among this community. She is the evilest mistress of them all, and she just has been a bundle of joy the whole way through. So thank you so much for that. All those poor souls. Indeed, all of them. Just been lurking until you mentioned LOL. Due to toxicity and crazy people on LOL, I've regulated myself to playing their AR, AM, and teamfight tactic game modes, which usually sees less drama, says Panderjin. Also, LOR, which is a card game. So other modes that minimize toxic interaction. I've paid too much to Riot to quit now. That's the thing, you bought in so much that the whole sunk cost fallacy comes through, and you're like, I can't quit LOL now. I already gave hundreds, if not thousands, to Riot. I cannot stop. I'm too invested. So you kind of come into this sunk cost fallacy. You're like, I can't get out now. There's no way out. I'm just going. I'm in. I just can't. You know. I think people have that. I think people realize that a lot more when they invest in one thing, and they're like, well, I can't stop now. And that's where they get you. That's why I'm always like extremely like opposed to lots of those gotcha games and stuff, because once they get you, they're gonna drain your feckin' bank. And you know, sometimes I want to be drained, guys. I just don't want my wallet drained at the same time. And gotcha games can be very good at that. I'd rather be drained, as I said, in other ways. There's other ways that would be much more pleasurable to me than draining my wallet. And gotcha games are just quite good at it. And I'm quite sure Riot is the same, buying heroes and all that for LOL. So stay away from the gotcha games is my advice. You don't want to be drained that way. I'll drain you respectfully. Thank you for being so respectful while draining me. Exactly, Evil Dark Lady. 4 years. Problem with Robin Morningwood for me is the mini games or fights get repetitive because you need to farm for materials, and also to increase NPC likeness, approval, or love meter. I'm blocked from purchasing currency for the one gotcha game I play. Oh my god, you're blocked. Adele, you have to tell me, how are you blocked? Why are you blocked? Or did you block it yourself to make sure, like, to kind of save you from yourself? As you say, you're safe from temptation, but or did they do it because they're like, this guy has given us like way too much money? But then again, when does a company look out for your best interests? Not too many of them, I'm sure. It's like, no, we do not want your money. How dare you give us money? It was a credit card issue when I had made a purchase, and then they just blocked my account because of the chargeback. The chargeback. Freaking chargebacks. God damn. Chargebacks. But guys, if you ever, and this is especially good because I've got this, I've had this happen before since, of course, I have a business. But if ever someone charged back, like, chargeback is a last resort. Do not contact, like, honestly, do not contact your bank to charge back unless the company is being unreasonable with you. Because once you file a chargeback to try and get back your money, it could take the bank weeks, like 6+ weeks to even solve the issue. So it's not like, oh no, I want a refund, chargeback. You have to go through documentation. Well, and the company has to spend a fucking pain in the ass also with documentation proving that you actually bought said item. And it's a pain in their ass. And it will be a pain in your ass because you're not going to get the money back right away. And if they can prove that you that you're the one in the wrong, your bank can come around and fuck you up then a bit. So if you're ever looking for a refund from a company, reach out to the company and, you know, see can there be a refund. Chargeback should be your last option because it's not a good thing. It really isn't. And like in this case for Adele, like as you say, it's saving you from yourself, I suppose. But like now you're banned from something you actually enjoy, so you can't, you know, spend more money on it, which is good and bad at the same time, obviously. But yeah, a chargeback can do that. The reason why companies absolutely hate chargebacks is because they can lower your score. So when it comes to well, it can apply to many things, but it lowers your score from the company as a company. So when it comes to certain things, you'll be less. You could be blocked from purchasing certain things or availing of certain things as a company. It's kind of like a credit score for a company. So if you're getting lots of chargebacks, it's just highly fucking annoying when a customer does a chargeback. It's worse when it's their fault in the first place, because because I've had to do this, not only then do you have to fill out all the paperwork, but then you're waiting weeks for it to be resolved, even though you're in the right and they're in the wrong. It's like let's say you signed up for a subscription to something, okay? And you didn't look at your bank account for months or years. And you're like, and the company keeps charging you because you signed up to their terms and conditions and you agreed to pay the subscription. It's not their fault that you forgot to cancel. However, what you're going to do is, I'm going to make them pay. You're going to go into this kind of vengeance mode. I'm going to make them pay. It's their fault that they didn't cancel my subscription. It's not their fault. It's your fucking fault. You forgot to cancel your subscription, so you do owe them all that money. So if you try and go back through like, oh, I'm going to get them back, I'm going to charge it back, and I'm going to get some of my money back, you might get some of your money back, but it's going to go through a painful process if the banks decide that you're in the wrong, and they're going to want to take it back, and they're going to place retribution on your account. And trust me, when you have paid a company a subscription, you will have agreed to the terms and conditions that they will be allowed to continuously charge you until you cancel. There is no way you're going to win that. But in the heat of the moment, emotionally, you think you're going to. Because, oh my God, I'm the customer. The customer's always right. Trust me, when it comes to contracts, you have fucking nothing on the company. It really don't. It's just a freaking pain in the ass to get charged back because you have to fill out all the paperwork, only to which can then affect your payment methods and transactions in the future if the customer somehow is right, which honestly doesn't happen. It rarely fucking happens. You'll have that temporary gain. You'll have a temporary gain. You might get the money back instantly, but they can always take it back if you're proven wrong. And on top of a chargeback, one of the extra annoyances is if you get a chargeback, is that the bank will punish you, as in the company, by adding an extra charge to you. So you have to pay them money immediately without any, let's say, trial. So not only do you have to give the immediate refund, they also charge you maybe like $15 or so for the chargeback. And imagine if you got lots of customers charging you back, that's a lot of $15 extra adding up. So you can see why not only is it annoying from an administration point of view, but you have to pay the extra money, and you'll be given it back, but it could take weeks for it to be given back because you have to go through all the bank shit. So it's just a freaking pain in the ass. So if a company blocks you or bans you or whatever for your own stupidity, not the company's fault. Now, obviously, if the company was in the wrong and they did, they took your money somehow or whatever, yeah. But honestly, it's best to reach out to the company, ask for a refund, explain why you think you should get the refund, and try and resolve it that way, because it's so much easier for a company to reverse a charge then again, it depends on the time frame. After like 6 months, you might not be able to get the money back. It's just tough shit at that stage. But maybe up to a couple of months, you'll be able to get a refund, or they'll do something maybe to help resolve it. Look, here's some store credit, or look, we'll give you a gigantic discount if you want, if you want to continue on, whatever. They might be able to solve it some way. But if you go down the chargeback route, you're burning bridges straight away. So try not to go down that route. It's not worth it. You think it is until it bites you in the ass. But as a company, yeah, I'm not surprised they ban you if you get a chargeback. Now, sometimes the chargeback might not be necessarily the customer's fault. Like, you could get a chargeback because you mightn't have the money in your account, which could cause a chargeback as well. Or maybe the card declined, it expired or something, so there's other ways that a chargeback could be ensued, but most of the time it's because you're just being impatient, or it's just like a heat of the moment type thing. It's not good. It's just not good doing a chargeback. So honestly, guys, I know, very out of the blue there, but since it was mentioned, don't do chargebacks. Speaking of draining, reminded of this joke. I went to the doctor and all he did was suck my blood. Don't go see Dracula. Dr. Acula, yeah. Annoyingly, I never filed it. The bank just viewed it as a foreign purchase and thought it was fraudulent. I got that today because I bought a course that I'm studying, and sometimes a bank will do a security check and be like, did you your card is frozen, did you spend this money? And then you just have to reply back to verify. It's just a security thing, so sometimes it can happen if the bank thinks it's suspicious, because in all fairness, like, if you just get this random charge on multiple of them, it's just that inbuilt security that can happen, and that could result in a chargeback. So yeah, pain in the ass. I hate the free trial that requires a credit card to secure it. It's a no from me when I see the stipulation. Because it's a twofold thing. Even like my fitness website has it as well. It's a twofold thing. One is because after the free trial, you'll be automatically signed over, unless you cancel, of course, to the website. But it's a twofold thing in that it's a security measure also from the company that the information that you're getting is secure. That might not make much sense, but it does. But yeah, it's very rare you're going to get sign up for a free trial and all it requires is your email address and nothing else. Now, you do get them, but more often than not, it's going to be sign up plus credit card information, with the stipulation that if you do not want to continue said trial after X amount of time, that you cancel. But yeah, I know it's all part of it. It's all part of it. Like, I think it's more that we have to do due diligence and just look at our expenses. I think that's the most fair thing. It's like, if you signed up for a subscription, it's up to you to look at your bank account on a monthly basis to see what's going in and out, or at least looking at how many subscriptions you have and being like, oh, am I actually using this? Am I not using this? You can easily blame the company and it's so easy for us to just blame other companies and be like, oh, company's bad, they got all the money. But at the end of the day, you have to choose your responsibility. And it is your responsibility to look after your own finances. At the end of the day, there's no point in playing victim, because it's on you. It's on you at the end of the day. It really is. And that's something that it's so easy. Do you know if something happens to you and you just want to go and blame everybody else instead of realizing that you're the actual problem? I know. Hi, it's me. I'm problem. It's literally that. And it's just being mature enough to be like, you know what? I forgot to cancel my subscription. I lost, I barely used it, or I never used it. It's my fault that I didn't cancel it. And literally I just gave this company X amount of dollars over X amount of time. Does it feel shit? Yes. Do you feel a bit foolish? Abso-frickin-lutely. Do you feel like, shaking your fist and wanting to be like, rah, retribution? 100%. Most likely you do. But at the end of the day, it's all your fault. Just fucking deal with it like an adult. And there it is. I know it's harsh. I know, but it's the truth. It's the truth. What are you doing for Thanksgiving? Well, I don't celebrate Thanksgiving above ordinance. So basically what I'm doing is I'm going to the dentist. I'm going to the gym. Well, no, I'm going to the gym and then going to the dentist. And then I have to study. I have to make a YouTube video. And then study again. I might meet a friend for a cuppa, but I'm not too sure if I have time. I'll see. But yeah, I have a lot of study tomorrow, so I don't really. So that's my Thanksgiving. That's my Thanksgiving. So yeah, we don't celebrate Thanksgiving, but I was mentioning it there in my last stream that I'm very appreciative of when people say Happy Thanksgiving to me, because I know it's coming from a lovely place. Like I love the sentiment of Thanksgiving. It's a nice sentiment. But although I don't, of course, celebrate it because it's not part of my culture. It is still a moment that I can sit back and kind of be like, yeah, I'm thankful for this and this and this, and I don't go out and eat all the turkeys and everything. It's just a regular day for me. All right, it's just a regular day. But I hope you guys who will be celebrating Thanksgiving tomorrow, I hope you have a great time with loved ones. Or if possible, I'm sure not everyone can get home to their family during Thanksgiving. I'm sure airports and just the roads in general are just a mess. Like if you live away from your family, of course. And then again, there's also the very obvious possibility maybe you don't get along with your family. So going home for Thanksgiving is never A, it may not be an option, and B, maybe you just really frickin' don't want to be around your family, especially during Thanksgiving. Or maybe you like your family, but maybe the extended family might be the issue, and that Uncle Bob and Aunt Joyce is going to be coming in like, oh dear God, Uncle Bob is coming and I have to listen to his fucking stories about blah, blah, blah. There's that, but that's family for you, right? You can't choose your blood family, but you can choose your family, just not your blood family, right? So, if you don't want to go to Thanksgiving, don't fricking go to Thanksgiving. You do your own thing. You march to the beat of your own drum, just like me all the time. I march to the beat of my drums all the time. There's some mighty drums, I tell you. They got a lot of boomf in them. Amazon sent me a bootleg movies before, returned them, and they flagged me for committing fraud. I charged back and won because I provided a video of me opening it. They banned me after. Oh my God. See, when they're in the wrong, it's different, Keg. It's when they're in the wrong. Yeah, I've cleared things up with my bank by last night buying Grand Blue money. Oh, Grand Blue. Look, don't worry. Grand Blue and that whole... what's the name of the game? Genshin Impact, that company, Nihio, something like that. They'll be fine. They make about 2 billion a year. The last I checked, they make about 2 billion a year on microtransactions. I'm very sure it will be okay that they don't have your money, so I know it's saving you from yourself, Adele, but we're talking about huge corporations here. Yeah, you're definitely saving yourself from your there, but I'm sure it's a pain in the ass that you want to buy some of these characters and now you can't. But hey, look, they'll be fine. At least they'll be fine. Grand Blue isn't me. Oh, Mihayo, it's Psy Games. They're still odd. Okay, it's like I thought Grand Blue was made by Mihayo as well. What's the other game or Mihoyo or whatever? What other game is it that they make? It's Grand Blue is kind of like Genshin Impact and the other ones, isn't it? I'm telling you, they make a couple of those type of anime style game. I thought Grand Blue was developed by them as well. Honkai Star Rail, Zenless Zone Zero. Okay. They're all the same, right? They might as well be. They're all around the same lines, I suppose. Okay, thank you. I stand corrected. Thanks for letting me know. Also, if you get charged twice by your company and didn't get a refund or got charged after cancel, looking at you, Uber or DoorDash, reported. Yeah, like, okay, if you get charged twice, that's different. That they're in the wrong, obviously. But you know, try and go for the refunds if you can. But it's in the case when you know that you made the fuck up, but you're like, I don't want to admit responsibility. I'm going to just try and get my money back. We've all been there. Quoting Taylor Swift. What did I quote? Did I quote Taylor Swift there? I don't know. Excuse me. I did not quote Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift quoted me. Taylor Swift should be honored for using the words that came out of my mouth. Okay? Let's set the frickin' stage here. Alright? This is the correct story. Just because Taylor Swift is a billionaire pop star does not mean that I need to quote her. Okay. She should be frickin' grateful that she could quote me. That's my position and I'm standing there for it. So yeah, whatever, Taylor. Yeah, whatever. Hey, Legoshi. I've been having gay man time. What do you mean gay man time? The past few days. Well, congratulations being a gay man. Great time to be alive for a gay man, maybe. Plus, a few weeks ago, I was in Arizona with some friends and I was blowing up a big bubblegum bubble. And the bubble got so big, and when it popped on me and my friend, his husband had to help me clean up. Ooh. You blew a big bubble and they had to help you clean up, eh? Interesting. Legoshi, our champion bubble blower here. Bubblegum bubble blower. Hard one to say fast. Say that fast, guys. Bubblegum bubble blower. Say it fast as you can, 10 times. Good luck. That's where Shake It Off came from. Yeah, right. Mind blown, right? And when you said the problem is me, Taylor took my words and used them in her song, all right? As I said, we're setting the narrative here. This is the story. She took my words and made a song from it. All right. She should be lucky I don't sue her. She should be so lucky that I'm not asking for royalties. All right. It's like that Kate, what's her name? Petra. Kim Petra. She took my freaking words of my twins. Everybody knows 8+ years I literally trademarked twins, and she had the freaking audacity in her song to be singing about her coconuts and her twins, and I'm like, oh, don't you even fucking start. I should be suing her. She's taking my twins. I have these copyrighted. How dare she use the twins in her freaking song? I should be suing her for royalties. Why not? I've never sued someone in my life, but I might as well start suing now. I haven't done it ever, so I might as well start at some point. Just dip my toes a little bit in the legal system there, and see how that goes. Yes. Yes, but look, I am a fair person. I'm a good sport. I'm a good sport, and I'd be more than happy to allow them to use such words in their songs, even write songs around the words that I've used. All they have to do is ask. But if they don't ask, then bitches gotta pay the time. Simple. They never miss a beat. Oh, you know that these babies don't miss a beat, and I don't want to. I don't want to bounce them anymore. They're really sore. I just got my boob job. But yeah, lads, when I went to the gym and done chest day, not only were they sore afterwards, but I came onto the stream, and then at the end of the stream, for however it happened, I don't know. We started singing. We started syncing, lip syncing to Disney song covers while doing hundreds of peck bounces at the same time. Just a random thing that can happen on a J Cottz stream. You just don't know. And I said I was only going to take off my top for like 2 minutes just to apologize on my tardiness today because I started my stream late. And it's like 2 hours later, and I just noticed that my t-shirt is still off. So what a coinkydink. What do we do in this situation? I'm not quite sure. Um, it's Thanksgiving, so I have to do it because it's Thanksgiving. I'm so thankful. Here's some titty. Keep it off. Or should I just be shaking it off? Shake it up. And even like mwah, big kisses blown your way, my dear. Make sure you catch that kiss. Oh yeah. Yeah. Hey Tara, welcome back. I just got it on Xbox after trying it years ago on PC. Got a nice gotcha draw, Layla, a sleepy student. That's how they get you. That's how the gotcha games get you. They give you a kind of like a cool prize, a cool reward, and be like, oh my god, maybe I can get another new prize the next time I open up the wish, or I don't know what they're called in the other games, but wishes and Genshin Impact anyway. But that's how the gacha get ya. Yeah, exactly. That's how the gachas get ya. Exactly. That's it. It's just how it is, guys. Like, to be fair, if I had not that I would ever make a mobile game, but if I made a mobile game and if it was a gacha, dear God, I'd be a multi-billionaire by now, I'd say. Like, these games and the gacha money is powerful. Like I stay away from games to have gacha. Like I have to. Cash shops and generally piss me off. Now, when I say actually, let me go back on that slightly there. Cash shops in games piss me off, particularly if you already have paid a full price for the game. So not only did you pay for the game, but also you have to pay for stuff within the game, you know? I would argue that you should be able to obtain anything you want in the game. Now, cash shops are less egregious to me. They're less egregious to me if it's just for like skins and stuff like that. Basically not power creep. But if you can literally, if a cash shop is solely existing for pay to win, I'm 100% against that in games. I fucking hate that. If you get any advantage from a cash shop, I'm just like, nope. That game is literally nope to me. Now, if it's a free game, and once again, I've said this so many times, free games are the most expensive games you will ever pay, or ever play, ever play in your life. Free games are the most expensive of them all. You know, if you know, you know. But with a free game, at least you're getting an experience for free. And if you want to, maybe you want to support because you had such a good time. Maybe you want to support the developer by giving them a couple of euro or a couple of dollars, whatever currency you have, which is fine, you know. Or maybe you'll pay for a perk, you know, like you've been following a game in in early access and it's a small indie game, you know, it's a small company and you really like their stuff and you want to help them, you want them to thrive. That's different. That's different than, you know, this hundreds of millions-dollar game to produce for the sole purpose of making you buy their skins or buying their power in games. But once again, at least with skins, depending on how it's all designed and all that, at least for skins, at least it's not power. So it's less egregious, as I said. But I just really just don't like cash shops in general in games. Like, why can't you just earn it by just playing the frickin' game? Like, lots of games give you the stuff, the rewards for free just by playing the game. Like, you have to do some challenges or earn some achievements or some currency within the game to get it. As long as it's not like over the top grindy, like, you know. But I hate when I hate in some games as well is with the cash shop, with the skins, is that when the skins are way better than what you can actually obtain in the game, that feels bad. That's not a good experience. And another one is that in games when you can get a skin as well, and how would I say it? They break the immersion of the game. The theme, it doesn't belong in the game. It's like, how would I explain? Let's say you were playing like Genshin Impact. Since we were just talking about Genshin Impact there. So let's say you were playing Genshin Impact, and it's all kind of like anime, kind of schoolgirl, schoolboy, kind of whatever, that kind of vibe. Yeah, like very childish, whatever. And then imagine you could like buy a skin on the cash shop that is like totally out of that world. It has nothing to do with the world whatsoever. Maybe it's like some sort of cyberpunk universe, and it just doesn't work in the game. Like, it just really detracts from the experience. Something like that. It's like in like Fortnite and stuff, when you can get all these, well, it works maybe a little bit more in Fortnite because they've been doing themes of different games for such a long time. It's kind of, but you know what I'm saying. It's like when the skin is just so out of place, it's just distracting. It's like that stuff is also egregious as well. I definitely don't agree with that. It's weird. It's weird, but it happens. It happens. I remember leaving Blizzard games when they put loot boxes. Yeah, good luck. They've gotten a lot worse since then. They've gotten a lot worse since, like, loot boxes were tame in comparison to some of the shit that they do nowadays. And it's not just Blizzard either, as you're most likely well aware. But loot boxes are trash. They're freaking trash as it is. It's just another gotcha thing. But they have lots of other methods now that are just as bad in a way. Like, they might not look bad from the outset, but they're terrible for games. Like, every game, like lots of these seasonal, pretty much every seasonal game nowadays has like these reward tracks. You have like a free tier, and then you have the FOMO tier, because you need to pay more money for that tier. Or some games will have like an extra tier on top of that. So like, you can earn basic rewards by just playing the game and doing all the points and collecting them, seasonal rewards, blah blah blah. But then you have to pay for the better stuff, so you already feel bad. It just really makes a really shit culture within a game, a very toxic culture, because you'll have people who don't pay for this stuff who will laugh at the people who pay it, and then you'll have people who pay it that will laugh at the people that don't pay it. So you have like these two kind of rivaling. You have the whales, as they call them, the whales, the people who buy all the shit, and then you just have the normies. So it's like whales versus normies, and obviously companies love the whales. The whales are the people who pay for everything. But hey, it's your money. At the end of the day, this isn't about how you should spend your money. Just in case people are like, how dare he say my gacha games, how I should spend my money? Absolutely not. Not saying any of that at all. I'm just putting my views, just in case it's in your head, and just putting my views of what I think of cash shops in games in general. At the end of the day, it's up to you what you want to do with your money. If you want to spend money on your freaking gacha game, you spend your money on your gacha game. I'm not giving financial advice. But if you knew what was best for you, you probably shouldn't be doing that shit. But look, you only live once after all, and it's your money, so you do what you want. Look, we all spend money on stupid shit from time to time, but the thing is that sometimes you know it's stupid that you're spending the money on it. But if it's a hobby, even though it's other people might think it's stupid, it's yours. You like it. It brings you fun. It brings you entertainment. So you pay as much fucking money as you want on whatever makes you happy, right? That's kind of like it. Just be careful if it's an addiction and it's really not, it's not that you're enjoying it. It's more like your psychology is so baked, like the sunk cost fallacy that I talked about earlier. You're so deep within the game, you can't stop yourself now. It's like you have like a gambling addict to the game. When it goes to that far, that's when you really have to step the brakes and be like, okay, we got a problem here. The problem is me. So, it's a slippery thread. Fall Guys is good in that way. We played Fall Guys a little bit when it first came out. Haven't played it in like 2 years or so. But it was funny when I first played it. Enjoyed that. Legoshi, no, I'm proud of you, but I'm not going to read that stuff out. No need for it. But congratulations, though. We don't need to know this. I don't think the chat needs to know the sexual exploits of what you've been doing. just saying, dude. Taper it back a little bit. Oh, when they cash in on my thirstiness by charging me for shirtless skin. Seriously, so rude. I know, right? Like, how dare they? How dare they use their flesh to get us to pay for stuff? How dare they? Like, who would do such a thing? Who would use the possibility of a thirst trap to lure you in? Who would ever do that? That is just awful. Awful behavior. I do not stand for such a thing, I do not stand for this. Yeah, it's a very slippery slope there, Sketch. Very slippery slope. Speaking of Black Friday, by the way, in case you haven't noticed it in the at the side there. At the moment, we have 25% off my coaching and fitness website. If you feel like you want to get fit coming into the new year, new year, new you. We have some updates on the way on the fitness website. There's over 30 different workout programs there at the moment, plus lots of nutrition tips and health tips as well. More on its way. So check that out. 25% discount for this week for the Black Friday week. And then on top of that too, we have over 450 exclusive videos on what we call J for Pay. I actually have to edit that because I got rid of the Pay for J. But for the J for Pay, and there's over 450 exclusive videos, 25% off until the end of the month, just like the other one. And last but not least as well, if you do want to support me a little bit further too, with the Black Friday deals, we do have 10% off all of the merch in the Cottz merch store. If you want to get some lovely unicorn gear for yourself, whether it's on the mugs, whether it's on your t-shirts or tank tops, or it's on your pillows or whatnot, there's a nice selection over on the Cottz merch website, which can all be easily accessed over by pressing on the link there, on the link tree. So feel free to check those out if you want to, and help support the channel further. So those deals are active until the end of the month, until the end of Black Friday, essentially. So yeah. Anyway, so moving on, just getting a little bit of promotion there. Look, we gotta do it, guys. This is one of my jobs. This is one of my multiple jobs that I do. It's just all part of it. But outside of that, thank you so much either way. Just being here, listening, whether you're lurking or you're actively participating in the chat, just by being here, that is already supporting me. So never feel bad. If you don't have the extra cash. I'm very much well aware of how the world can be at times with money, and money can be definitely a huge issue. which is why I have multiple jobs myself in all the different things that I do to make up my paycheck. So yeah, we gotta work. We gotta work for our monies. We weren't all born with a silver spoon in our mouths and just fed monies, unfortunately. And some of us live in extremely expensive countries where the cost of everything is just fucking insane. And pretty much all of our paycheck goes just to keep us alive. And that can happen. But yeah, so I completely know that people aren't always in the position to be able to give extra. But as I mentioned, just being here, tuning into the streams, even if it's just for a couple of minutes or if it's for much longer, multiple times a week, trust me, it's very much appreciated. And the great thing is next Wednesday, exactly 1 week from now, Twitch is promoting me on the main page, so I'm going to be appearing on the main page, so this could have a really cool for that day. It could have a really cool injection of people in the chat checking out the channel. So we need to figure out what we're going doing on the stream next week. In terms of games that we're going to play, community games, games to chill out to, funny shit, all that. So it should be a big day. So if you're around, definitely come and help support if you can, of course. It's a regular streaming day, but there's a lot, you know, it could be very active next Wednesday, just because of the Twitch promotion that they've alerted me to, that I'll be on the front page. So yay! But yes, I don't know. I'm gonna have to we're gonna have to wear my favorite boob top, my favorite tank top, I think. That day we're gonna have to go through my collection and be like, which one do I want to? Or I could just literally change out every like 30 minutes, and we could do that. You know, I wear something different every 30 minutes. We could make a game out of it. You know, I could put a redemption just for that day, or maybe make a brand new redemption when you use your channel points, and it's pretty much change, and it could be like change into a different outfit, like an outfit change. We could do that outside of the times when, yeah. And I know what some people are probably being mischievous now in the back of their minds, start being like, well, I do have the channel points for a topless stream. I just I don't know. Maybe we'll go topless at the end of the stream. I don't know. I'm not too sure yet. We'll have to figure it out. Whatever is best for the community. But it's rare that I'm topless for as long as this anyway. Nowadays, it's quite rare, to be fair. But look, it is Thanksgiving, and I did say I wanted to apologize for being late today, even if I had a fantastic reason behind it. I just don't like being late. It's like, okay, a few minutes here and there, not the worst thing in the world, but like, you know, almost like like 45 minutes, an hour almost late than my usual time. Yeah, that's a little bit pushing it. But the main thing is I'm here. I just clicked on the link. I didn't know you had an OF blushes. You didn't know about J for Pay, Ibaran? Oh my god. Ibaran, you've been missing out, dude. Oh my god, join all the other lovely, amazing people who are on the J for Pay, since it's 25% off at the moment. Twitch is not prepared for bottomless. Oh, no one is prepared for bottomless. Even I'm not prepared for bottomless. It's a different type of creature. It's a different breed of creature for the bottomless. Hey Frenchie, welcome to the stream. How are you? Hope all is well. I forgot to put back on my music ages ago. I like having my nice chill out music in the background, and I completely forgot to put it back on earlier after we were watching the those clips about the pussy. The pussy. You just got home from work. Oh, nice. You know what? I'm in work at the moment, Frenchie. Oh. Oh yeah, you know what? At the start of the stream, I got so sidetracked. I went down like a million. I went through so many different topics. Earlier, and I said to you guys, I'm going to tell you what this is. I opened it at the start of the stream, because we were talking about a certain topic at that time, and I said I will show you after I say this thing, and then that thing led into another thing, and then we started talking about what people lost over the years for like at least an hour, I'd say. So like literally a quick message turned into like an hour of us talking about the different things we've lost over the years and the emotions that I felt. So I was talking about, at the start of the stream, I was talking about massage, and I was talking about dry needling, and I was also talking about cupping, which are different techniques that physiotherapists and such can use to help, for your muscles, from sports injuries, deep massages, things like that, right? So, because I was talking about my physio next week, because when I injured my arm a couple of months ago, it's still not back to full functionality yet. And it's pissing me off, to be honest, that I'm still not back to full strength, because it's holding the rest of my body back at the moment. So I said, I'm going to go to my physio next week, and I'm going to suggest maybe something much, much deeper than just our rehabilitation work that I've been doing. Which is great, don't get me wrong, there's a time and place for rehabilitation, but sometimes you just need to go deeper into it. Cupping the twins. I'm not entirely sure how cupping works. So cupping, okay, can I maybe show you cupping? See, I have to be careful of what I type into Google, because you never know what's going to come up on Google if I type in cupping. Okay, great. Okay, it's exactly what I wanted to appear. Because you just don't know. But this is what cupping is. Now, you're not really realistically going to be able to do this that well, unless you have small cups for your arms, but realistically, you don't really do it on your arms. It's more the dry needling that might be done on the arms. But this, generally speaking, you'll have cupping. Cupping can be done on any kind of large part of the body, but most of the time, like nearly all the time, it's going to be on your back. So that's when you're pretty much like you can see here, they put on these little cups onto you, these plastic cups, and then they just tighten them, and that sucks in your skin. And what that's meant to do, it's meant to kind of help circulate the blood, and kind of help the body remove like bad old blood or different toxins and stuff like that. Now, I'm not sure the 100% efficacy of it, but I have got it done I think twice in my life, and it's actually quite pleasurable afterwards. It looks like a pain in the ass, like seeing all these circles on someone. It looks weird. But, they disappear after a couple of days. And the darker, just in case you didn't know this, the darker the circle, the more that's been going on in that area, the more fucked that area is, basically. So the darker the circle, the more healing is required. So if you have a full body full of dark circles, yeah, your body's been... it has been needing some extra help. So the lighter the circle, the more, let's say, healthier the blood flow and the circulation and lack of toxicity and stuff in the area would be. So on that point, so one thing that I do have, and I barely use it, and I should use it. Pain, exactly, right? So one thing that I should use more often, and I have one of these, and I've had one of these for ages now. This is a massage gun. So if you can't get someone to massage you on a regular basis, because look, paying for massages, they're expensive, right? And unless you have a partner or someone who gives them to you for free, and you're not pissing them off by asking them like every week for a massage, these are probably the next best thing. You can get these for, these are very affordable, depends on the, I guess the make and model. But like I picked this up for, I think about 100, maybe like €100 there like 2 years ago. You can definitely get much cheaper, but you want to get something that's at least, that's decent. If you see one of these for like $30 or €30, maybe it's good. maybe. Not that price is the only component. Like, most of the time you're paying for the brand, and I'm just like, I'm not going paying for the brand. Like, there's no even branding on this, for example, but this is a solid piece of work. So the massage gun, it's something you can do yourself. You can also incorporate this if you are a masseur or a physiotherapist or along those lines. You can also incorporate this into your practice, what in between, using your hands. So so you might sometimes see these in physios. If you've ever been for a physio before, I certainly have seen these as well. So there's lots of different techniques. But the great thing about this, you can do this on your own, or you can get someone to do it for you. Particularly in some of the more annoying places, like the back and stuff, it can be a bit more of a pain in the ass to try and get to. But it's doable, depending on your flexibility. And just like this, you're going to get like a range of different heads that you can use, and they all have different purposes. Realistically, like this one is for your back, as you can see, like for your spine, going down your spine. This one would be for larger muscle groups. This one will be for like a smaller. It's like a bullet, so you can imagine it's gonna really dig in. And this is more tolerable. If the bullet is too much, the flathead will be definitely more tolerable. But you may have seen these in advertising before, and trust me, I'm not selling these to you or anything like that. I'm just showing you my one. But you probably have seen, typically they'll have the ball head on it for it, because this is probably the most used in all fairness, because when you're using a massage gun and you're using the ball, it's usually for as I said, the large muscle groups that you're using it on. And just to shoot it, hopefully I have battery in it. It would be nice if I do, but maybe I don't. Oh, actually, it's actually not charged. I think I left it on by an accident, actually. Well, that's a shame. Well, luckily I have the plug right next to me, don't I? But I wanted to kind of just show how it works, just briefly. They're a little bit noisy. The things that I don't like about the massage guns, it would be nice if they had like a silencer. It's like, do you know, like if you're ever using an electric toothbrush, like why are they so loud? Like why can't you just like have a toothbrush and it's like silent or almost silent? But like electric toothbrushes, they're quite loud. That maybe newer models or something, you can buy like a silencer version, but Jesus, it's like when you do the vacuuming, right? Or we in Ireland, we normally call it a hoover, but a vacuum. You know when you're doing the vacuum and you're just like, it's really freaking loud. It's like, why can't it just be silent? Yes, different models can make it a little bit more silent, but it's still loud. Like there's just no easy way to silence this sucking action, But let me see if this turns on when I plug in the plug, or it might need a minute or two just to get some sort of life. Yeah, I'll probably need a minute. I'll give it a minute or two just to. I probably kept it. I forgot to turn it off and just put it away the last time I used it. But I barely ever use it. I should use it a lot more often than what I do, though. Katsu Dawn. It's been a while since I've seen this name pop up in the stream. How the hell are you? And big hugs. Katsu Dawn asking me to give a big hug to one of my several teddy bears that we have here. Don't ask for Arcanine, guys. He's too big for tonight. But I will have Arcanine. I'll make sure that Arcanine is ready, particularly for next Wednesday's stream. But we'll definitely have to get Arcanine. You know what? I was thinking of actually changing my setup a little bit. I was thinking of like rotating my desk over here. The plus side is that I'd be directly facing the sun. which there isn't that much of during the winter here. But I would be facing sunlight instead of it having it at the side of me. And also I'll have more, it's easier for me to like to move and things around behind. But yeah, I was thinking of doing that. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. No. Katsu, don't. Just for Arcanine. Don't worry. Hug a teddy bear is normal. Arcanine is a different redemption, and Arcanine costs more, but Arcanine's huge. If you haven't seen my Arcanine before, oh my god, go and check my Instagram. Arcanine is bestest boy. I love bestest boy. Jay, what do you think of Blue Sky? Everyone is leaving Twitter. Well, everyone is probably a bit of an exaggeration. It's just the next thing. But look, there'll always be another one. Look, the names of these companies that we're using for some of their products right now, social, or in this case, social medias, like they may not be a thing in 10, 20 years, you know? Like the metas of today, that most likely will still be around, don't get me wrong. But who knows what companies or what developments are going to be made. Like maybe Instagram is not going to be around in 50 years, or it's going to be like, who uses Instagram anymore? That archaic piece of shit. It's like me saying, who the fuck uses Facebook? You know, obviously a lot of people do. I don't like Facebook, but that's a different story. But you know what I'm saying? So like whether it's Twitter now or whether it's Blue Sky or whoever, it's all the same. The only thing that really, like, okay, different companies have different products, so there's differences obviously in what they can offer, obviously. But realistically, it's the same shit everywhere you go. The only difference is the different communities will be there, so the different people that will be on. And realistically, if you're already on Twitter, there's a good chance you'll be on Twitter and Blue Sky at the same time, particularly if you're someone with a following on a platform. You'll probably, like, it'd be a bit foolish just to pack up and leave if you're particularly if you're a content creator or, you know, a journalist, or, you know, to some extent they're making some sort of content anyway. It would be very foolish just to get up and leave. But if you're someone who you know, you come on and you just use it, you're just a user of said platform, yeah, it's easier just to pack up your bags and go. There's more than enough space for Twitter to be alive, and also Blue Sky. I have no plans at the moment to go to Blue Sky. Maybe that will change. I do not want another, personally speaking, I don't want another social media. I don't want another app on my phone. The less apps I have on my phone, the happier that I am. And I'm actually annoyed at the moment. I had to install 3 apps, not that I had to, but I had to install 3 extra apps onto my phone today for financial stuff. Extremely useful, don't get me wrong, but now it's 3 extra stuff that I have to have on my phone. So that's just a pain in the ass. So the less apps that I have on my phone, the better. Because A, I get less distracted. B, I don't have to get notifications of them all needing to be updated. Or else I have to be reminded that their terms and conditions have changed or whatever. I just want less shit in my phone. And that's just how it is. There's supposedly a plug that that auto-post tweets to Blue Sky. Well, that's useful. Lots of companies have that nowadays. It is useful, though. It is useful. Like, maybe, like, it's stretching yourself. It's stretching yourself even further. Like, I already find it difficult to post on multiple different things. Particularly right now with my schedule, how it is. Because I have dedicated a hell of a lot of time to reading and studying at the moment, which is great, don't get me wrong, absolutely love it. I love educating myself. I'm a huge believer in education, if that wasn't obvious. Like, how many times have I been on stream talking about the latest thing that I've just read or something that I've learned or whatever, you know, like all the fucking time, man. I'm a huge reader, love my articles, my books, my audiobooks, my podcasts, and my studies, my new course that I'm doing. I just love educating myself, right? So also trying to then, keep up to date with all these different social medias and stuff, even though obviously I make money through it. It's just, it's already hard for me just to do the parts that I have. But look, the study side of things will be going down soon because I'm finishing up one big part of my course at the moment. So that part, then I'll have a little bit of extra time and that'll make things a bit easier. But like, I'm just constantly doing stuff, constantly learning. I just need more time to me. The only way I could do this is by literally butchering my social life. My social life has fallen off a cliff. I've booked in some time on Friday to meet one of my friends. Might see someone tomorrow. And then one of my ex housemates invited me for dinner with his wife on Saturday, and I was like, why not, hey, it's a free meal, why not? But no, it would be great to see him as well, because I got along really well with that housemate. But yeah, so just trying to get, and I always feel so guilty when I can't see my friends as often as I want to, and I'm always there, we need to catch up, we need to hang out, and I'm like, where the hell do I get the time for that? But yeah, look, it's a good complaint. It's a good complaint. I'm very lucky to be able to do what I do, and I'm very appreciative of the things that I am able to do, and that my job literally is working on my own schedule, essentially. So like I won't say I'm okay. I can say I'm lucky, but I've done it all myself. You know what I'm saying? Like I got myself to this position because I done it, I worked for it. And yes, obviously I want to fucking go bigger and bigger and bigger, but right now I need to be like, I have to be realistic and be like, okay, I'm only one person and I have lots of little things, and I'm trying to do each one bit by bit by bit by bit by bit, and getting help along the way when I can, So sometimes we just have to realize, look, we're only one person, and sometimes we just have to be like, okay, look, right now I need X amount of hours every week to do my study or to learn this thing, and time to do my everything else. And then eventually that thing will need less time, and then I have to move, you'll move your focus onto something else. And that's life, right? That's just life. And I don't know how people do it. I don't know how people work, let's say, a traditional, typical, like 9 to 5 type job and come home and then need to do everything, particularly like if they have a family on top of that too. Like, I don't know how to work a 9 to 5, have a family, go to the gym, make sure to get in all their meals, and still have time to, let's say, do some self-development on top of that. Like, that's freaking insanity. But people do it, and I'm very, like, that's admiration right there. Like, inspiration, admiration, like, for that. Don't know how people do it, but wow. Then again, I say I don't know how people do it, but a couple of years ago, that's exactly what I used to do. So it just feels like it's like another world. It's like a different life. It's like an old life. In a way, it is. But yeah, I really just don't know how people do it anymore. Yeah, but then again, realistically, if I went back to, let's say, a traditional 9 to 5, which I hope I never have to do, so I will do everything in my power to make sure that never happens, by the way. If I did have to go back to a 9 to 5, obviously I would set my life around what I can do with, within those time constraints, as opposed to now where that, well, in a way, free time that I've made for myself is all put into further studies, and further learning and stuff, like I've learned so many amazing things this year. The amount of books that I went through this year, the amount of podcasts, audiobooks, courses. I'm on my second course already this year. I built a side business this year on top of everything that I do already, like, and all the stuff, the psychological stuff that I've went through, and even with the ADHD and the learnings through that, man, I'm fucking so proud of myself. I really, like, sometimes you know, when you sit down, you're like, I'm getting nowhere, or else like, I'm not doing enough. And then you kind of have to take that overview of your life, and you're like, holy shit. Like, you're give yourself a little bit more credit, you know? It's like, it's times when you're down, you're like, I'm not getting anywhere. I'm not a billionaire yet. And we start feeling sorry for ourselves. Yeah. Sometimes we're too harsh on ourselves, man. Sometimes we really are. But speaking this out loud to you guys right now is very therapeutic to myself. It reinforces that I'm doing more than I actually thought I was. Which in itself opens up its own little Pandora's box of maybe you're doing too much. You know? So we won't open up that, but we'll keep the box closed for now. We'll continue as long as it's not interfering too much with my mental health. As long as what I do doesn't affect my mental health, we're fine. We're fine. Like, if I have to give up having being able to hang around with my friends for a couple of months or most of the year like I did now, they'll understand. They know. Like, if they're important to me, they would have reached out and I would have told them, sorry, I haven't been in contact as much because I'm doing my shit, you know? True friends, real friends, they'll understand that. They don't expect something from you like, oh my god, I haven't seen you in like 6 months. How dare you? You're no longer my friend anymore. It's like, fuck you. It's like, if anyone ever said that to me, I would be like, so go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself so fucking much, thank you. I'd be like, you do not have any fucking power over me to demand my friendship. All right? I need to do shit with my life. If you're gonna be on board with it, you have to, you're like, this is what's gonna happen, you know? Like, you have to put your own boundaries. You have to be fucking clear with this shit. Like, I like to think that I'm a great friend, but I have shit to do. And if you can't understand that, you don't deserve to be in my life, and probably I don't deserve to be in your life either. And that's maturity right there. Yeah. So, yeah, I gave up my social life a lot this year, but for good reason. Now is the balance time. Now is the time to balance that a bit more. That's why I'm trying to make a bit of a bigger effort to get to see people. Particularly coming up to the Christmas and stuff like that. But I know I haven't been around, you know. Of course I'm aware of it. But man, you do you. You focus on what you need to do. That's like, if for my regular people here, if you need time away and you come back one day and be like, Jay, I'm so sorry that I haven't been here in like X amount of time, I never criticize you for that. I am like, I haven't seen you in so long. Where the hell have you been? You know, in that kind of way. Or else I'll do a joke kind of it. But, you know, I welcome you right back. You never have to explain yourself to me why you haven't been here. You owe me nothing. You owe me nothing. I'm here doing my shit, and I'm more than happy. I'm fucking ecstatic to have you here and to actually be able to sit here and talk and like chit chat, watch stupid shit, play video games, play community games with you, have you on voice chat. More of that will happen. Right now it's all like chat night. Like I'm more than ecstatic because without you guys here, I wouldn't be able to do this. And that's the truth of it. Yeah. But if you need time away to focus on your shit and you don't have time, that's cool. That's fine. I understand, you know? Like, I'm very appreciative of people who are working or they're studying in the background and put me on in the background just to help the views and stuff. Help even with the ad revenue. which is not all that great on Twitch, but you know, all that stuff, even watching the YouTube videos and the ad revenue and stuff like that. Like, you know, lots of people here, they have me on in the background, whether it's on mute, lurk, or whatever, while they're doing their work, study, or they're playing their video games. I'm on one screen while they're playing their games, keeping them a little bit of company. They're doing the house chores, they're in the car right now, they're out for a walk, they're listening, or they're maybe watching at the same time. You know, I'm so grateful that like I am able to occupy a little bit of that space in your life. Like, do you know how fucking amazing that feels? That's fucking incredible. In a world of how much distraction that we have, and I get to occupy a couple of minutes of your time, how couldn't I be fucking grateful? You know? So you don't worry. You do not worry if you need time away, because everything is, you know, everything is needs more attention. Do not goddamn worry about it. And that's where I'm coming from, that my friends better never ask me or tell me, being like, oh my god, you're so selfish, I haven't seen you in 6 months. There's a difference between like, oh, I missed you, I haven't seen you in so long. There's a big difference between that, you know, that genuine, like, I miss you, could we hang out, versus I want your attention now, you know, like that kind of needy, kind of like, you owe me. I'm your friend, so you owe me. Oh yes, really good news. Awesome. So this is why I don't like have to, like, notifications on your phone sometimes can be a good thing, and right now that's a good message, and I hope that continues to be good. Anyway, guys, I went into a bit of a tangent there, but it all worked out. It all went. It's all on topic though. Coppery Clown, big muscle flexing. Thank you so much for that Prime subscription. Much appreciated there. Enjoy the ad-free content anytime that I'm in your background. Now you don't have to worry about ads anymore over the month. You have discounts as well on the Cottz merch store. You have all my lovely access to the unicorns. You have access to an upgradable badge on top of that, extra channel points, priority access on the voice chats when we have voice chats. So thank you so much for that subscription as well. And thank you Dub for that. Sorry. So much appreciated there. And yeah, Evil Dark Lady is an example. And yeah, I just, since Evil, I could bring so many examples into this, but I don't need to name names. But just because Evil Dark Lady is here and is literally responding to that now, is like, I was away. Like, Evil Dark Lady is just an easy example of someone who's literally working right now and has me in the background. And I know there's more of you there, and I know people are playing their video games. Look, it's so cool when I'm playing a game and you're playing the same game as me, and we're both, you know, that's also cool. But it's, as I said, man, I'm so appreciative. I'm so appreciative of just having people here every time. So in my, you know, in big corporations, like, that you work for or whatever, do you know when they have a huge workforce, and do you know when you feel like you're just a number? You know, your ID number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, you know, when you're in that corporate life and you don't really have a name, your small circle knows your name, but realistically in the corporate, in that big, huge bureaucratic thing, you're just ID 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or else to your government, you're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, you're not J. You're not that token Sean that just followed me there, you know. Which I'll shout out in just a second. You know, it's like you don't have a kind of like a voice as such. But in my community, and my regular viewers will attest to this, is like, I call you by your name. I welcome you by your name. I don't think of you as a number. I'm appreciative for every fucking one of you that are here. Always. And never ever think that I'm not. That's why I make such a great effort to read as many comments, and I try my best to never miss a comment. I do miss comments from time to time. I'm not perfect, but I do try. I do try. It's more likely I'm going to miss your comment when I'm playing something like Dark Souls and I'm literally about to get my head handed to me by the monster. And I might miss your message then. Or else Jay goes on like an hour-long freaking story and then it's like, you missed stuff then. But we try our best. Anyway, that token, Sean, Big Muscle Flexing, welcome to you. Thank you very much for pressing the follow. Shirtless stream, Christmas came early, says Feffy. Feffy, you know what? The shirtless stream was complete accident. My clothes just fell off me. They got misplaced, just like my car keys earlier. But basically, if you're just coming into the stream now, guys, I lost my car keys earlier. I got a phone call before my stream. They were found. I did have spare car keys. I had to come all the way home, come back to the car, get the car, just, you know, lots of time wastage, annoyance, but got it sorted. And the good news in the end of the day, I found the car key was found. But because of the time wastage during the day, that kind of had that ripple effect for the rest of the day that everything was just behind. So then I started to stream late, which I did say so on my Discord. By the way, guys, if you're not on my Discord, I put announcements of everything that happens in the Cottz universe, in my lovely universe that I have here over on the Discord. So feel free to check that out. But I did say in advance that I'm going to be late. And when I came onto the stream, it was this little bastard right here. Yeah, look this cheeky boy right here. Yeah, Gimon, our resident Gimon, our VIP resident. He said that it's not going to be an apology unless I do it topless. More or less, that was his words. So then I was like, fair point. So when I said I was going to do the apology, I took off my t-shirt and I literally listened to my community, and I then realized it's been over, well, now it's almost 3 hours later and I'm still topless. It just happened. The clothes just slipped off me and stayed off me. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. And Feffy asking for a pec flex as well. One of the good things is when you are a member here, guys, and you're watching in the background, you gain channel points, or as I like to call them, unicorns. And next to your unicorn points, and next to your channel, next to the chat button on your screen, you'll have the channel points, and you can click on that, and you can redeem those points that you can build up over time, and you can ask me to do things, such as Feffy, who asked for the pec flex. And the good thing is when you press follow or subscriptions, etc., do other tasks, you get extra bonus channel points and stuff. So it gets you closer to whatever you want me to do. And I do try my best to do the redemptions as quick as possible. Give me a couple of minutes sometimes, you know, can't always do them there and then. But we do try, we do get around to them eventually. That token shown can confirm the title came for the titty, stayed for the attitude. I love it. I love my motto. I agree with the hanging out with taking time for yourself and then came back feeling good and ready for time. Whereas that's it. When you take care of yourself, you're ready then to give your all. Like, you know, if you're not it's not that you need to be in a bad place, but if you feel like you just need that time away, like, you'll be ready to give yourself way fucking more once you have your shit sorted. And when I say shit sorted, it might not necessarily be bad shit. I just mean shit as in stuff. I guess I just like saying the word shit. Well, shit feck girl's arse. If Pex Lover was here, he'd be straight up doing that shite right now, wouldn't ya? Getting the Irish out. Goes and changes his username to a number. Oh, Dub, don't you play that game right now. Dub is being cheeky. That's a Gimon move. Like, Dub, I would expect that type of stuff from Gimon. I wouldn't expect it from you, Dub. Gimon is having a bad influence on you. Gimon, stop corrupting my Dub, okay? Dub is nice and lovely and pleasant as he is. He doesn't need your bad influence, okay? Stop being a bastard. You love being the bastard. Stop being the bastard now. The girlies are here to stay. I have 110k channel points, says Keck. Oh my god. I'm going to be a puppet. Literally, Keck is like the puppet master and he can make me dance. He'd be like, yeah, dance monkey, dance for those fucking coins, boy. I'm the best influence. If I can't swear, what's the damn point? Exactly, right? Hey, Prime, well, shit. So, wait, is this working now? Okay, surely there's a little bit of buzz. Wait, what? There's battery in it. I can see the battery. Oh, wait, maybe it doesn't work when I have the thing in. Ah, yes, okay. So it's too fast. Turn off. There we go. Yeah, so it actually is a fail-safe, I think. It doesn't work when you actually have the cord in it. Wait a minute. Yes, there you go. So, this is what I wanted to show you earlier if you've never seen one before. And for the love of God, it is not something that you see in porn. No, it's not. I know that's what you were thinking, some of you. I know you've seen these things, but this is not one of them. This is not one of these streams, okay? We don't go there. No, Frenchie, you don't. No, Prime, no, you don't. No. You know, no. What are you on about? I don't know. Why are you on about? You saw this in porn before. How dare you? Guys, this is a fitness stream, okay? Alright, when I don't want to know what you've been looking at, okay? What you do in the privacy of your own bedroom in your own spare time is yours, okay? I'm simply here showing you a massage gun, okay? You wonder, I'll be an innocent angel? Impossible. That never happens. That will never happen, Frenchie. I don't believe you. Replay? I don't know, does the replay appear? I don't think the replay appears on this screen. I think it's only the gaming screen that the replays can work on. He says a massage gun. Yeah. So, look, it's not too loud. Now, maybe if you got like a cheaper model, maybe it might be a lot louder. But it's not loud. But basically, so what you can do is you can change the amount of speed. Yes, you've seen that before, I'm sure. But you can change the speed that you have in this. It's like a little hum. It's not too bad. So you can go from level 1 to level 5, essentially. And level 5 is basically going to destroy you. Jay, watch your words, please. Yeah. Level 5 will destroy you. It will rip you a new one. Indeed. And level 1 is nice and tame. So basically, if you just wanted a nice, relaxing little kind of massage, just like, you know, just to give yourself a little bit of more of a kind of relaxing. And do you know if you have a massage and someone's just like, give me very, very holistic, you know, just lightly touching. It's not a deep massage that's going to hurt you. Bring on the pain. It's just like, someone's touching me. I feel better. You know, that's kind of like level 1. Borderline level 2. Level 2 will be a little bit more. It'll be bringing on the pain a little bit more. Now, if you're particularly feeling quite tight, then level 2 upwards will be more your thing. Level 1 is just light, nice touch, you know. So you could just literally do number 2 just to get you kind of rolling. Now, if it's quite deep, the pain that you have, or you're feeling quite tightness and you just need to loosen up, level 3 onwards is definitely where you want to target. And once again, you're going to want to change that. You're going to want to change the level depending on the area. You're going to want to change the head of the massage gun depending on the area too. Once again, the ball head is more suited for larger muscle groups. The more gun, the bullet head on the gun would be more suited for around the ligaments. So around just your elbow, shoulder, that type of thing. But this might be a treat for you. All right, this might be a treat for you. Fitness, more like fitness it tits on our screens. Now put that puppy on the max and go deep. Tissue massage. Now my chest is quite sore after the other day in particular. So I have a level 3 on at the moment, and just to kind of give you an idea of the pounding that I'm going to receive, check out J for Pay. 25% off. This is a great way to actually market. Look, guys, I'm gonna look at just so you can see the pounding I'm gonna. Anyway. Yeah, I know, right? So just to give you an idea of what a level 3 would be like, we're going to just try it on one of the chesticles right now. Okay, look very closely. Look very closely. Can you see the vibration spreading out around my muscle? Oh, this is content. This is content. This is what we do, guys. This is how you get the views. This is how I get the views, boys. But yeah, this is content. This is the content you want to see. But you can see the ripple effect around the area of impact, and this really does help. Okay, so if you ever see these type of, now I'm not selling you this, just as an FYI, I'm not selling this isn't marketing for this, but okay, that got me off guard. Yeah. Now if you want, you can also dig more in with it into the muscle too. You can dig more into the muscle. I'm just lightly touching around it because my chest is quite freaking sore at the moment. So you could just lightly do it up and around, just go right around the belly of the muscle. If you do need to go into, let's say, a more of a niche area, then change the head on it. But this should be, more than enough. Nice and light. Go around in like circles. Redo it a few times if you need to. You might want to spend, for me on my chest, I probably would spend 2-3 minutes per pec. That's kind of what you'd be looking at. And if you could do this, if you're feeling a bit tight after your workouts or before your workouts, this is a great way to recover. As I said, get a decent model. You don't want to get something too flimsy that's going to break after a couple of usage. Neither do you have to break the bank either. To buy one of these, as I said, this was about €100 or so when I bought this there 2 years ago. I don't use it as much as I should. I'm making it a point that I'm going to use this a lot more often, because it is worth it. But it will save a lot of money, in comparison to getting weekly or bi-weekly massages. A massage could cost you maybe 60, 70, 80 euro, at least in my experience, usually on the upper end there, just for a good, I suppose, deep massage for an hour. They're pricey. You could literally pay for one of those over 2 massages. Now, massages have their place. Having hands-on experience is extremely important. It's very important to get someone to dig in with their hands, trust me. So everything has their place, but this is great for, let's say, more maintenance work, or if you want to save a lot of money. But definitely in between, let's say, the strength that a masseur, a good masseur anyway, or a physiotherapist would have, this has its place of definitely great maintenance. Or once again, if it's, if price is definitely an issue, which the cost of living, especially where I live, is fucking insane. But this can definitely help save a lot of money in the long term. Now, don't buy one of these if you're going to use it once and never again type of thing. You know how you get something ooh, I'm going to use it, and then you just never end up using it. It's like a gym membership. You have great intentions at the start of the year to join a gym, and then you go once or twice, and then you're just nah, and maybe you forget to cancel your membership, or else you just don't want to go through the hassle of cancelling your membership. So Gold's Gym or whatever that you paid for is still charging you 5 years later and you still haven't went. Are you one of those? What I'm trying to say is, if you're going to buy one of these, if you're going to invest in one of these, use it every so often. Don't be like me, where I do have good intention and I use it not as much as I should. But yes, this is also good. Make sure you use it. Make sure you use it. Absolutely. So yeah, you can see, you can this is really comforting right now to my muscles. But as you can see the power that it has. Like you can see the muscles rippling down there just as I just keep it down there, right? And you let's see, if I can bring this up closer to the camera, you can see it more. Can you see that more? You can see it like very fast, right? So you can see the impact of the muscle just like bounding. Can't you hear it? It's on. If you can, you might hear it. It's like a purr. It's not loud at all. Now, depending on the quality of the gun that you get, it may or may not be louder. So look at reviews before you buy it, and listen, like look out for reviews and see, you know, if people are saying it's quiet or not, because the last thing you want is something that sounds like a toothbrush. Because like my toothbrush, like when I use my toothbrush, it's a zzz, like it's really freaking loud. These electric toothbrushes, you don't want it to sound like that. You want it like the purr. You don't want it really making noise. Like this is quite silent, to be fair. Like I could easily watch YouTube. Like what you could do, okay, is you could literally sit down and watch a video on TikTok or YouTube or whatever and just be doing this around your body. Like it's easy self-care, self-maintenance, right? And you're still able to watch your video without it really impacting you that much, and you're still able, you know. This doesn't have, well, it probably does have a name. This brand that I bought there ages back, if they're still in business, God only knows. But as you can see, that the packaging that it came in, like there's no even name on the, and I'm not going to make the mistake like I made last time and kept it on. Wait, maybe it's just in case you're like looking and you wanted AOE. AOE, I don't know. Let me type it in. Just in case, like, this is just what I'm using. I don't even know what the hell the name is. AOE, but that's the company I got this from. But I think I got this on like Amazon or something. So I just typed in like massage gun, and I looked at multiple of them before I decided, you know, to buy that one. Just based on, you know, what people were saying. But yeah, there you go. But yeah, have a look around and check out. We get a little worn out after a long massage. Oh man, I would kill for a massage. I probably will have one next week with my physio anyway, but that probably won't be that'll be painful. But then again, I do like getting a bit wrecked from time to time. I like when someone just breaks me every now and again, you know. We do like that. Indeed, Prime, indeed. But yeah, so that's so literally at the start of the stream, that's what I wanted to show you, because I was talking about you know, muscle pain and stuff, and then I was like, you know, it only took like 3 hours, guys. It only took like 3 hours for me to show you. It's a record. There's other times that I've just went way off, and I just didn't get back to it. I'm feeling like a little knot again in my beard. It's weird, man. It's like, yeah, got it. Yeah, you just have to wait for the resistance. Yeah, that's gone. Let me check if this one came back. Yeah, this one came back again. Like, what the hell? I have to put in more beard oil, I think. I don't use beard oil after every day. Maybe that's the problem. not that you need to use beard oil every day anyway, but like just sometimes you get a little like knot in the hair, you know. But yeah, nice groomed beard makes everybody happy, makes everyone weak at the knees. Ooh yeah. Pyro, getting the bounce, bum. You know what? You just missed me doing a massage on stream with my massage gun. Guys, I'm giving you a warning. It's the 5-minute mark. Okay, I'm giving everyone a heads up. If you have a question or if you want to say something to me now, do so or hold your peace until Sunday. Because I have to log off in 5 minutes time, a little bit earlier than normal, but I have the dentist in the morning, Ego. You can't stop me from going to the dentist now. Don't. I need to get my shut eye before the dentist. I have to be awake and be a happy patient. Because I had a gum infection last week, Frenchie. So when I went to this dentist, to another dentist, they helped a little bit, but they couldn't do too much while the infection was there. Got like 2 courses of antibiotics. That's all good now. But now I have a higher up dentist having a look at it tomorrow, so it'll probably involve a cleaning and stuff anyway. Like I love the dentist. I love the dentist personally. I love dentists. I know I'm weird for that because it's rare that people love a dentist, but I love a dentist. I spend a lot of money on my mouth. Okay, I like a good oral. I like being an oral. Being oral is good for you. Trust me. So I spend a lot of money on having I won't say impeccable hygiene, oral hygiene, but quite like good hygiene. So, my dentists are usually pretty cool with me. This is going to be a new dentist. I've never met this one before, but either way, I'm just like, It's like, tell me what I'm doing great. Tell me what I need to do better. I'm telling you, it's going to be like a BDSM scenario or something. It's like, yeah, punish me, dentist. Yeah, I think I'm just weird. I think I'm just messed up, man, in the head. Jay gone to what's this? Dub, you know what we haven't done in ages, and I miss them? Clips. We haven't done clips in ages, like grabbing clips on a regular basis, we haven't done that in ages. And then doing the compilation for YouTube, like, yeah, we need to get back to doing that. Maybe it's because I've been too boring, it's like, Jay, whatever. You're not being fun anymore, Jay. You've changed, Jay. You're no longer clip man. But those clips really help. Yeen, yay. What's your thoughts on the cranberry sauce? Oh, yes, it's Thanksgiving after all tomorrow for my lovely American friends. Or it's people who are American and they aren't living in America. But yeah, American friends. I actually have family in America, so, they'll be celebrating Thanksgiving tomorrow. I have an aunt and an uncle and their family that lives there. One in New Jersey and another in it's around San Diego. They moved further out from San Diego now. You know what? I never really have cranberry sauce, so I don't really have much thoughts on it. It's not something that really enters my diet as such, so I don't really have much thoughts about it at all. Wish me luck packing. I move out of my apartment on Saturday. Good luck. And I still have so many things to pack. It's a freaking pain in the ass. Like, it's even worse when when it's unexpected. Like, fair enough if you knew it's going to happen for a long time, like, and you're like, oh. But it's a pain in the ass either way. But when it's more of an unexpected, like, I don't know, your landlord decided to sell the apartment and is just kicking you out kind of thing. It's like, it's just one of those, it's like, but I have a contract, don't care, 2 weeks, or it's 1 week. When shit just happens like that. Luckily, that's never happened to me, but there's been times where I've moved out, like, And like this year, actually, 1 year ago, guys, 1 year ago, I moved into this new place that I'm at the moment. Just over a year ago, like a year and almost 4 weeks. A year and almost 4 weeks. Yeah, almost 4 weeks. Start of November last year, 2023, that I moved here. And dear God, that week, like the amount of freaking, oh man, that was such a pain in the ass. Because on top of that, then I had to like I had to like buy, like what made that more awful, it was not just me bringing all my stuff into this house, but then I had to buy all the stuff as well for the house. So literally it was all of my stuff, which is, you know, enough as it is. I got lots of bags that I gave to charity and stuff, because I always do that. But then I had to buy stuff for the rest of the house, for like housemates and stuff, because I knew I'd be having housemates this time. So I went and bought all the cutlery, all the appliances, all the bed stuff, all the stuff for the rooms, like kitting the house out. It cost me thousands to do that. But look, so it was definitely a bit of a bigger move this time. But hey, I knew what I was doing this year, so it all worked out. But absolute pain in the ass either way. So best of luck, Sean, with that. Let us know if he's rough or sketch artist. Oh, we do like when they're rough, alright. I have a dentist appointment each week to revise my wisdom tooth extraction. Oh god, wisdom teeth. Best of luck with that, Frenchie. Hopefully it won't be too much of a predicament there. It's an unexpected move, and I literally found out yesterday. Oh, so did you have to so you found out yesterday. So did you also have to like find a new place within literally a couple of days, or else are you going to like move in with a friend or a family until you get yourself sorted? Because like depending on where you live in the world, and you know, housing can be a disaster to find, and just trying to find just a suitable place for yourself can be quite a challenge as well. But yeah, those last minute kind of moves, and you have to like sort everything, and then like you have to do it all around work as well, and it's just a week of chaos. Yeah, no one likes that. Definitely feel it. You're welcome. Going to go happy holidays, just. Yes, guys, if you are celebrating Thanksgiving tomorrow, have a fantastic Thanksgiving, whether you're celebrating it by yourself or whether you're celebrating with family, friends, etc. Make the most of it. Whatever you're thankful for, happy to hear what you're thankful for on the next stream, which will be on Sunday. So if you do get time out of your busy schedules and you want to tune in even for a couple of minutes, I should be back on your screens for Sunday. So let me know how your Thanksgiving went, or how your weeks went in general. I know I'll have so much stuff to do over the next couple of days myself. We'll manage. But yes, and I will update you with everything, and let's have some fun. Let's do some community games and stuff on the Sunday stream. Let's put up all the games that we haven't played in ages. Let's play some marbles, words game, Jackbox. Let's have a big fun one on Sunday. I know this stream has been just like chat, but I fucking enjoyed it, okay? Hopefully you got something out of it as well, or maybe you were just staring at my big old titties. Whichever, it's all good. But guys, that's all from myself tonight. So thank you very much for joining me. I can thankfully move in with the family. Okay, that's great. Okay, you get to move in, less stress, brilliant. I know, even though moving in with the family, it's a blessing, but at the same time, you're like, ugh, you know, yeah. So I get it, man. Like if I had to go back and move in with my family, like I'd be grateful that I could, but at the same time, I'm like, you know, damn, please, I'd never want to do that. Please, no. Please, God, please. But if I have to, I have to. At least I have it. So I'm grateful for it, you know. Them titties, man. Thanks for the awesome first stream to tune into, and thanks for letting me come. Man, anytime. Thanks for being here, guys. So once again, before I go, because I'm over my time now for tonight. But once again, there's Black Friday deals on at the moment on the jcotts.com, the jcotts.com, the jcotts, well, jcotts.com is one of them, on the jcotts online sphere. So if you check out my link tree that Dub just linked in the chat just a moment ago, that's a link to all of my stuff. The top three of them, the top three links that you'll see on the link tree will be the Black Friday deals. So you have 25% off my coaching and fitness website. You have 25% off all the 450 plus exclusive videos over on the J for Pay, as we call it. And then you have 10% off all of my merch. So if you're looking for like new cups, all of our resident unicorn stuff, or t-shirts and things, there's a nice selection there at the moment. There'll be more added in every single month on top of that as well. So check back if there's nothing that you want yet. Check back. If you're a member on Twitch, you get 10% off permanently while you're an active subscriber. Or as I said, for Black Friday, there's 10% off just for everyone across the board. So feel free to check out the Black Friday deals. Supports me further. You get extra content as a result. So there we go. But outside of that, guys, thank you so much for your time tonight. I'm going to love you and leave you. The next person, we're going to do a little raid as we generally do at the end of our streams. We're going to be checking out our lovely resident Mischief Yeen, who comes onto our streams quite regularly himself. Lovely guy. So feel free to check him out. He'll be appearing on your streams about 30 seconds or so after the credits roll. So stay tuned if you want to join in and check out Mischief Yeen. He's currently playing Mario Kart, the Mario Party, the brand new one that came out a couple of weeks ago, the Jamboree one. So if you haven't checked that out yet, now is a great time to check out our furry resident Mischief Yeen. So with all that said and done, I'll see you all on Sunday. Have a lovely Thanksgiving if you are celebrating it, and check out those deals, or check out other things, the YouTube, the Discord, be a member on the Discord, etc. Check it all out. So there we go. So Shlán Lat, Shlán Awalya, agus cuddle agus solve Macorda Anish, agus well she marashtere nela canarwarig she taure mekwi. Guys, take care, Shlán Shlán, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Bye.